Well, the Stream Deck shit wasn't working for a minute. It's been a while since we've had any sort of technical difficulty, so I'll take just happen to restart my Stream Deck and click a different setting to make it work again. I'll call that a success. The success, Rick.
Success.
That's a very good success. Better than happened.
That's a win.
God, the other day. What happened the other day when we started this thing? Where we had to pretty much shut the thing down and redo it. My frame rates were bad. I don't know what the hell was going on that day.
Right.
That was crazy. But what's going on, guys? What's going on? It's been a big week, man. Been a big week. Started off with that Marvel thing. That Marvel sizzle trailer with all the new stuff and the old stuff,
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good content.
But then throughout the whole week, Star Wars week.
Bad Batch.
But tons of 6-scale figure news, man. Tons of 6-scale figure news.
Yeah. It really was.
I already got one. I got one ordered on the way as soon as it happened. I'll talk about that in a little bit.
I was going to ask, which one is that?
Very excited about it. Very excited.
Oh, so it's actually on the way. It's not like a pre-order or anything.
Well, no, but it comes out very soon.
Oh, okay.
It was something that was announced, this never happens. And if you collect hot toys, this never happens. This technically isn't a hot toy, but nevertheless, any kind of figure, statue, or anything like that. The announcement comes, but then it's a year later, 6 months later, maybe 3 months later, at best usually, is when the thing will actually ship. Not the case for this. They announced it, and it's going to ship next month.
That's cool, though.
Fingers crossed. It's one of the things I pre-ordered that I'm super excited to get is that Nightmare Batman Superman 2-pack. That's a year and 6 months out.
That's crazy how long it takes for them from the conception of it or whatever to actually getting the product in your hands.
Well, the thing is with that Nightmare 2-pack is I get why they did it, and they kind of had to announce it then because they did it right when Snyder Cut came out.
Yeah.
That's when they dropped it oh, we're making this because they wanted people like me to be well, I'm going to buy that. Because it was all hype at the time. That's why, I talk about this a lot because it really bothers me. But I've been waiting for the Clone Wars Obi-Wan, the Hot Toys Clone Wars Obi-Wan, pretty much all the Clone Wars figs. They announced Padme from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
What else they got? They got just some the random battle droid, a couple clone troopers, Kit Fisto.
I think a battle droid would be cool.
Oh, I know. I want one. I really want them to make the Beefy Boy one, though. The one with the
Super Battle Droid?
Yeah, the Super Battle Droid. That would be cool. I don't know why they haven't announced it. A die-cast Super Battle Droid would be super cool.
Sick.
That'd be really cool.
Or, what is it? A Destroyer Droid? A Droid Deca?
Yeah, I was going to say a Droid Deca. That would be fucking awesome. That would be really cool.
It'd be cool, too, if they gave it an effect like a blue plastic bubble that goes around or something.
Speaking of which, that'd be kind of cool if they just had just a clear plastic dome you could put around it.
Just sit over top of it.
Just sit on top of it, something like that. That'd be cool. Hot Toys, get on it. Do that would actually be really cool. A die-cast one of those would be cool. But you know what else would be fucking cool? I talked about this. I was talking to somebody in the comments on one of the videos. I think it was one of the Darth Maul reviews. I would love for them to make because I was talking about how soon in October, earliest October, when they're supposed to ship the Clone Wars Darth Maul. That'll be the trifecta. That'll be their third Darth Maul, and that'll be the third one I have because I have the Phantom Menace one, I have the Solo one, and then I'll have that Clone Wars one. That's that's Darth. Those are the appearances of Darth Maul.
Yeah.
But there's still one they're missing, and that's Spider Leg Darth Maul.
Oh,
and I was I was telling dude, I'd be it'd be really cool if they did that because they've done spider legs already with the Iron Spider figures. So it's not it's a technology and a design thing that they're not used to doing. They have done it. So it'd be cool for them to do that. And then they could do the same thing with, like you said, the droid Deca would be, it's the same thing, right? It's just a little spider.
Yeah. I mean, it's the base would be pretty similar.
Yeah. So it'd be, those are two things that, so the Super Battle Droid and then the droid Deca and then the Clone Wars, Spider Leg Darth Maul would be really cool to have.
Right.
I don't know if they'll ever make them, but
that's when he has the super long horns and
yeah. Because I mean, even that would be cool. The head sculpt would be awesome. Just having like the like just long ass horns on there, and then they could also do it with a seamless body because he's like shirtless during that time.
Yeah.
So that'd
be pretty sick.
That'd be pretty awesome. That would be one hell of a figure.
See, that'd be a really difficult seamless body to do, I feel like, though. But I mean, it is hot.
It would just be the top half.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you would just get that top half, and then
those seamless figures are sick.
Mold it on there, paint the thing, because they've already done like a paint app on the seamless body with Hellboy.
Yeah.
So like,
I remember you
and it's red too, even. So it's like they've already kind of done it, like in a lot of ways. And they've already done the Darth Maul paint job because on the other Darth Mauls, he has the paint app. Even on the Clone Wars one, he has the full paint app for his red and black like tattoo skin.
Yeah.
So it definitely wouldn't be impossible. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Super duper cool, especially since they're coming out, hopefully, with that Clone Wars Obi-Wan. And then, dude, you know what? Oh, dude, I just thought about this. You know what they make then? Savage Press.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. Dude. Yellow Maul.
Dude, that would be awesome.
I used to think it was Savage Opress.
Well, you can. You can call them that if you want. You're not wrong at that point. But if they ever made Spider Leg Maul, dude, that'd be one hell of a case, like display, dude. Savage Press and Spider Leg Maul, man. Especially if you had like a cool cave diorama, because that's where he finds them, you know, in like a fucking cave or whatever.
Yeah.
So that'd be a pretty cool little thing. While we're talking about it, let's actually go through and just look at some of this stuff at this if you remember too, man, when I was looking at here, I sent you guys all those things in Discord of because I was bitching again, like I am now, about the lack of the Clone Wars era hot toys that were all announced in 2019. They like when you just click on like what's new on Sideshow, you don't just see the things that I was bitching about. There's stuff that they still haven't made that they announced back in like 2017. So I can't imagine being one of these fools who were like really waiting for one of these things.
Right.
But they have some like really cool stuff. So I'm like I don't know why they're like kind of waiting on a lot of this stuff.
Right.
But here's a cool one. Here's a cool one. These were cool too. Like I was telling you, I wish I liked the Clone Wars stuff, like the animated show, more.
Yeah.
Because these freaking Clone Wars Anakin and Clone Wars,
those are cool.
They look really good.
They do. Like for an animated figure.
Yeah,
they did a very good job.
And they did a really good job capturing the likeness of Obi-Wan. Like they really did a really good job with this Anakin. Like the Anakin looks spot fucking on.
It does, yeah.
Like the animated series. The only thing too, and I was telling
he's even got the skinny little lightsaber.
Yeah, and when I was telling Dion, the dude that I got that Batman from, I was telling him like, dude, I wish like the problem with this, like I already said, like, yeah, I wish I liked the animated series a little bit more because then this would be really cool. But the actual inherent problem with these is that they've only announced this in Obi-Wan. So, like, are they going to continue this, like, animated likeness line and make, like,
other
animated likeness, you know, Ahsoka and Grievous and, like, stuff like that? Or because if it's just going to be these two, that's cool. But that's kind of a disappointing, like, shelf. Because it's like, I got this, like, I really love Clone Wars, and I got this Anakin, and I got this thing, but that's all I got. Because they didn't make any more. It'd be kind of disappointing.
Yeah. That would, yeah.
True. Oh, speaking of the devil, Dion's in the chat too.
Dion. What's up, Dion?
I don't know. Like, if you put on the real heads on them, though, they would just look normal, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they got a little bit of like a cartoonish kind of look to them. Just a little bit.
I guess it just depends on the scale of the heads more than anything.
Yeah. Well, it depends too, like, because obviously with like an animated figure, you're not going to see the pores and all the little minute details that they go into detail when they're actually like creating the head sculpts of like the other figures. I wouldn't think, at least.
Yeah, I mean, the only issue you really have with it is scale of the head compared to the body, and then the skin tone of the head and the neck.
Yeah.
But I mean, the neck is like so covered up, you really wouldn't notice, especially on Obi-Wan here. You don't even really notice it.
Yeah. Yeah, you really don't.
The only thing I don't like about these, though, like offhand, and they might come with it later, but in these pictures, they don't have the actual like shoulder armor and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they have like Anakin's got that like navy blue armor.
Yeah, because like they have that on the Hot Toys.
So wait, those are Sideshow?
Those ones are Sideshow, yeah.
I want to know which one you is it Star Wars one that you like ordered?
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to tell.
What am I looking for? Oh, I'll tell you. I'm trying to remember where I need to
How
go
about
for
that
this.
blurg?
Dude, like I was telling John, it's kind of like
Ooh, look
because
at Boba Fett.
he went out and bought the OG Mandalorian, but like if he would have waited, he could have got it with the blur.
Yeah,
So now it's like,
that Starfighter's cool.
oh,
That's a thing's
I'm
probably
totally
huge.
getting the Starfighter if they ever make it. But
Dude, that
this
thing
is
would be as big
another.
as your desk.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 3 feet long. I'm totally getting it. But what I really wanted them to do is because this is Anakin Starfighter, right?
Yeah. With the
So
yellow.
initially I was like, this will be dope because then you get R2 as well. And like, but you know, it'd be even cooler if if they made Obi-Wan's Starfighter from Revenge of the Sith.
R5.
So then, yeah, I'd have R5 and because I already have an R2 now, so it's kind of like redundant. But
I wonder if they come with the little like buzz droids. That'd be kind of cool.
But yeah, see, even the Obi-Wan that I'm still waiting on has the armor from Hot Toys.
Yeah.
And then they have already, like, and I actually, they do have this one out. Gotta find them. This will ship at the end of the year. Let me just do this. No, I want the special edition one. He's got the armor.
Yeah.
You know, oh, man, I just like this so much more.
That's Hot Toys?
This is Hot Toys.
Yeah, that
like this
that does
like
look way better.
Look at that, dude. He's got the leg armor on, like Obi-Wan's got the leg armor on. He's got everything.
He's kitted out.
Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want.
He leaves a lot of his body exposed though. That's what I always thought about that. Like, yeah, the shoulder armor's cool and stuff, but what if you get shot in the stomach? Like
True. Well, I mean, I guess that's where the lightsaber is though.
And I know like
he's deflecting that shit.
Continuity wise, it never really mattered because of obviously like they retcon things and whatnot. But it always blew my mind, like thinking about it, that they don't do anything like you'd think Jedis would have like all kinds of like Beskar and stuff like that.
That's what I was saying. Like, why don't they wear Beskar with
they'd be like impenetrable.
Well, Beskar is a hard thing to find, I guess, and since Mandalore's kind of like destroyed in this era.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Mandalore in season 3.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do this. Let me pull this down. Pull this over. Don't worry, it's coming. That's what she said. Just want to get a side by side here. You see how much cooler? Like this, I don't know. I'll give Sideshow this. I actually think the robes look better on the Clone Wars Anakin from Sideshow.
Yeah,
they're definitely more accurate to the show. Because like in the show, they are like longer like that, and he's very slim.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I actually do like just like looking offhand. I do think the robes like kind of look better. I don't know if that's like gonna be the case in like person, but it does kind of look better. Like it looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I like this figure a lot. I like the likeness more. And honestly, I just want the armor. I think the armor's cool.
Yeah.
And plus, I get stabbed with it too. So I mean, like I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that thing. In all honesty,
yeah, it'd be more of like a display thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it kind of like the speeder bike for Maul. I don't actually like have him sitting on it. I've never put him on it. It just sits in the background. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. In the end, I'd rather have the Hayden face. Like, you know, I do like this body though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I do like that body. It looks good. And I'll give him this too. The boots, I imagine, are more accurate because those are the boots from Revenge of the Sith, the leather boots. And they animated in the Clone Wars show, which is what this figure is supposed to technically be based off of. I'm fairly certain he had those armored boots like he's wearing from the Sideshow one.
Yeah.
Hence why Obi-Wan has all that armor.
Right.
Which I just think, dude, Obi-Wan and all that armor looks fucking cool, dude.
I think it does
looks
too.
really good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still desperately waiting for them to get on it, man. Like, this was 2019. I'm gonna need this figure.
We can only hope.
I'm gonna need this figure. But speaking of which, look at this shit they announced back from like 2017, dude. Like, where is it? There's some other stuff I saw in here that was like killing me. I really want this Padme. That was 2019.
They got a Drax figure.
I think this was one that they announced.
The Airborne clone? Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was in 20. Or was this a new one? Yeah. Hey, this one doesn't actually have a date. That thing looks cool though.
Yeah, it does.
Like for a trooper,
I'm not a huge fan of the helmet design.
I like that. That's what I think looks cool.
It's unique.
They had to have done this in 2019 because Commander Cody's back there, which is when they would have done the Commander Cody preview. Where's the one that really like? There's a lot of shit. Like Agent Smith, that never happened. Vulture, I don't know why that never happened. This figure looks dope. I don't even collect.
So they didn't make those?
They previewed it at this 2019 Comic Con. This was a 2018 Comic Con, actually.
That is a pretty cool looking figure,
dude. It looks awesome, and the wingspan it looks huge. Like that looks cool, man. Like that looks really good.
Yeah,
I can't believe like at this point you gotta ask like, are they even gonna make this? This is pushing almost 4 years soon, dude.
Yeah, you'd think at that point they probably just kind of like threw it under the rug.
Yeah, I mean, like they came out with Neo. Where's Agent Smith? And like they previewed Agent Smith.
Right, that'd be.
It is such a basic figure. Like
it's a dude in a suit.
Yeah, like why would they not have like been able to get that done? Just like here you go.
That range trooper is cool.
Yeah, these are from Solo.
Yeah, I thought they were like.
And the Mimban one, I liked the Mimban one because it kind of reminded me of a Remnant Trooper, like all like damaged and shit.
Yeah, and he's got like the little cape.
And, yeah, he's got the little cape. Like, I think that looks cool.
Funny enough, speaking of Mimban, I found something that I didn't know existed, and maybe you could pull it up because it's pretty interesting. There's a deleted scene from Solo where Han is actually a TIE fighter pilot, and he crashes the TIE fighter and goes to like this like Imperial court thing, and then they assign him to go to Mimban.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That shows like I mean I guess it was kind of a useless scene because really like they just kind of threw him there anyways. But it's cool to see like him flying the TIE fighter, and he's got a really unique looking helmet. You can tell it's him, but
right.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Dude, Dion, I said the same thing. I said when they did the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan that they really missed out, or Sideshow even missed out because they have the Sideshow exclusives.
Right.
Like they should have done a Sideshow exclusive version of that Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan and included like the Attack of the Clones head with the longer hair. But I'll say and/or because they normally don't do more than 2 head sculpts. So and/or the Phantom Menace, Padawan Obi-Wan head sculpt, especially if they never have. Like I imagine at some point they'll probably make a Phantom Menace Obi-Wan, and that's probably why they didn't just put the head sculpt out. Because like I told Rick this before, you could have just sold one Obi-Wan figure realistically with all 4 heads, like an Alec Guinness one, Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, and Phantom Menace, and it would have been fine. Like yeah, in the prequels, or not the prequels, but in the original trilogy, he wears slightly different robes. But I could throw an Alec Guinness head sculpt on my Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, and no one would bat an eye. Like, especially if I put the brown robe on him, the cloak part, no one would ever think about it. No one would know. The only difference with the robes in the original trilogy is that it's more like a dress, like they go down to his feet. But if you throw the brown robe on him, hell, you ain't ever gonna know.
Well, I noticed with our cosplay, like we got the Jedi and Sith stuff, and like my robe goes down to like just above my ankles, and it drives me nuts because I wish it would just drag on the ground. Right. But it still looks good. We gotta go dress up someday and go somewhere.
I'm still waiting. It's May now. Speaking of which, the dude I ordered that helmet from said, "Oh well, May." Now I'm gonna have to email that dude or message him on Etsy and be like, "Hey, bro. It's May. Please send me a new one."
Right.
Like, the other one obviously got lost in the Russian post.
Speaking of which, I almost finished my Mando helmet.
Dion, did you still want to hop in the chat? I told Dion he could hop in Discord and talk about these figures.
Now, where's he at?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's in Scotland. So it's getting pretty fucking late over there. I think they're like a 5-hour difference.
Yeah, we don't have John tonight.
Yeah.
So
here, let me create like a.
I'm gonna send a picture of my Mando helmet again.
Yeah, see, Scotland, 2 a.m.
Scotland. That's cool. Oh man, yeah, he's up late.
Fucking TV. Where is? Oh, I just want the invite link. Okay, let me see this.
Man, I really want a bacon cheeseburger.
A double bacon cheeseburger?
No, just a bacon one.
Oh.
Honestly, if I had my choice, I'd get the.
Why would you not get the double bacon at that point, my dude?
It's true. I mean, I really ideally would like to have the Sonic, the barbecue toaster bacon cheeseburger with like the barbecue sauce and onion ring. Shit is fire. I love Sonic. You should hear me and my coworkers.
I have like. Hold on, I'm trying to send you a Discord link if you want to hop in. I have like 4 different Facebook accounts. I don't know which one it is, like the right one. I don't use any of them, but like I had one for like Honest and Uneducated, then I had one for like me, and then I had one for this, and it gets confusing. I don't even know which one it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if one's using my phone number or what. Yeah, because the phone number one's not the one I want, apparently.
Yeah, probably not.
I could probably just do it on my phone. I hate how they have a lot of things like different too. Like on Facebook, you can only do some things on Facebook, like on the website, and then you can only do some things on the app. Shit gets fucking annoying.
Right. Trying to look up some more weird ass videos.
Here we go.
Oh, we got him jumping in. That's gonna be cool.
Huh?
Got him jumping in. It's like our first guest.
Yeah, you should have it. I just sent you a Discord link, and I'm just gonna hop in the voice chat on there. So you can just hop in there if you can get into it. Let me know if you got it. You should have. Oh, fuck, no, I don't want to join it on here.
There's so much content on YouTube for like weird videos and UFOs and all kinds of stuff, and it's just hard to find like
too much
legit ones almost, you know, because there's some that are just so bad. But there's some, if you like really comb through a lot, like you can find some good material, and it's like, holy shit.
That's what I was saying, dude. I was talking to somebody in one of the like a comment on actually no, I made it a pinned post on the Skinny Bob video, is what it was. And I said like that we wanted to make, we want to believe like a more regular thing, but
yeah,
there's so much stuff out there that's like legit that it's like it's hard to find half the time. It's like I don't want to waste my time watching stuff that's like noticeably not real.
No.
You know what I mean? And not that like it's all gotta be real, but like finding anything that's just like partially legitimate.
Yeah.
Things that actually make you want to believe kind of thing.
I was looking for so long last night too, and like even with that, like there's just only so much you can find. But I've got our Skinny Bob video pulled up.
Popping off.
Yeah. A lot of comments on that video. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know why either. It's like super short. It's only literally like watching that one thing.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like no work went into that video.
Which one?
The Skinny Bob video.
Oh,
yeah. I put more time into the thumbnail, I think, than I did like because all we did was react to content. You know what I mean? Like, we pulled up the video, we watched it. It's like a less than 10-minute video, right? Like, it probably took me. It probably did take me longer to find that. I had that like UFO like graphic that I threw on top of the skinny Bob picture.
Yeah.
It probably took me longer to do that. I mean, realistically, that only takes me like, for one, like that simple, not very long. Like, and I pretty much got thumbnails down to a science.
Right.
So they really don't take me all that long to do. But problem is, I got to do a lot of thumbnails. So like, it's honestly, I dread doing them, especially when we do like H&U and we have like 6-7 topics. That's 6-7 thumbnails I need to make. Well, actually 8 if you include having to make one for the actual show. Because I got to make 8 thumbnails, and I dread having to make, because it's like I got to edit them, and then I got to cut out each fucking clip, get it up on, like, export it on there, load it up to the YouTubes, put all the fucking tags in it. That's the most annoying part, honestly.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure like setting up the video is definitely like a little more labor intensive.
Zero sugar, Canada Dry, man. It's the best.
The general consensus from what it looks like in that video, though, it seems like a lot of people believe.
I had this dude. I didn't read the whole thing, but I saw like the preview text of like the comment.
Yeah,
because it was a longer comment. And it was a reply to something I said on it, like on a whatever it was, and it was something about like wanting to believe, right? And this dude dropped like a very what's the word I'm looking for? Oh god, like a philosophical comment. Like he was like, Rob, you do believe. Like, belief is like this, that, and the other, and like blah blah blah. The fact, pretty much saying along the lines like the fact that you're open to, you know, it being real. It was like it just seemed like really deep and philosophical, and I was just like, you're right, dude. Like I haven't replied to you yet, but I saw your comment and I remember. I haven't finished reading it all because I just saw the thing pop up. You know, it's like the preview of it. So I'm getting to you, and you spoke to me. I got it. It's in my head.
Yeah.
And I haven't read it all, but I agree so far with the first couple sentences of what you said.
Yeah.
I'll have to read the rest though.
I really like think that Skinny Bob video is legit. Like,
I don't think it's legit. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I don't think aliens are legit, but I don't think that video's legit.
It was just uploaded too under such mysterious circumstances. Like, that's what gets me. Like,
you know what I do think is legit?
This video of the aliens walking, like, dude, it's so fluid and well done. If it is CGI, like,
that's what I want.
That's what you want?
That's what I want.
That would be cool.
2017.
Thing would be enormous.
This was announced in 2017, Hot Toys.
Now, you can actually pop the figures in those?
Hell yeah, you can.
I mean, a figure you would be.
Well, actually, technically speaking, I could not, because I'm not going to bend my Batman to fit into it.
No.
But I'll have him, all I would do, actually, because this is, I told John this, all I would want to do with this is recreate the "Do You Bleed" scene from BVS.
Yeah.
And he's standing up in the cockpit of the car there. So and he's literally standing there exactly how I have him posed, which is literally like a fucking, I have my Batman posed like this because I don't want to crease him. Like he's just standing there, which is exactly how Ben Affleck stands when Superman confronts him in the BVS scene here. So I could absolutely recreate that scene without having to worry about creasing my Batman figure. Like, so I want it. I want it. And I'm not going to lie, dude. Like, the Tumblr's cool. The Tumblr's cool. But honestly, in my opinion, Ben Affleck's Batmobile was the coolest Batmobile on screen.
Yeah.
Like, it was. And honestly, I'll tell you what. I'll go a step further.
Robert Pattinson's going to be weird.
Well, the second coolest one is Michael Keaton's.
Yeah.
The third coolest one, animated series.
Remember the one from, what was it, Batman and Robin, or the one where it
was
like,
that one was cool with the blue lights on it?
Yeah, like inside of it.
That was fucking cool, man.
That was cool, yeah.
It was good. And then the Batman Forever one was the same as that one, just all black.
Yeah. The blue lights, though, man.
No, dude, that thing was cool. That's like the other day, like a couple weeks ago, I pulled up the Batman and Robin suits at the end with like the silver on them.
Yeah.
Because I just remember as a kid, like, those were cool. And I looked at them again, and they're not cool. But
the nipples.
But the Batmobile was cool. At the end, though, when they had that stupid like Batwing that drove, that was fucking stupid. You remember that one?
Yeah,
like that was dumb.
That was stupid.
It's just like, why do you have a plane that's not a plane? What extra benefit is that getting you? If anything, it should have been like a snowmobile or something.
Right.
It didn't make any sense. But look at this, man. Look at this. Ben Affleck Bat Mobile. The fuck did I type? Not what I wanted. Like, look at this thing, man. Like, you're goddamn right. This is the coolest Batmobile. Like, don't even act like it's not. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
I just want to look at the image. Open image.
The Tumbler wasn't exactly the most aesthetically pretty Batmobile.
Look at that thing, dude.
It's pretty cool.
It looks so good. Like, I love like these promo shots they released, man. They were so hype. At least I thought they were, because I thought it looked fucking awesome. Like, in my opinion, the thing with this Batmobile, with Ben Affleck's Batmobile, it was the most realistic, practical-looking Batmobile. Like, as crazy as it looks, the Tumbler was like, it's not aerodynamic. It's literally like the shape of it wouldn't have been beneficial for anything other than ramming through walls. Like, it was just kind of stupid. Like, in all honesty, like, it's cool. It's like, a big tank.
Yeah,
but like
what it is.
But this is like a car. Like, it's like got big wheels on it, and it's fast and has guns mounted on it, and it's
functional.
It's aerodynamic as fuck. Like, look at this thing. It looks so good. Like, look at that. Imagine that being my Batman figure. Like, come on, dude.
That would be cool.
Dude.
That'd be chill.
Damn, man. Especially like with Hot Toys, they do put the lights on it. So like, goddamn, that would look so good. Yeah, I don't know where the hell I put it.
Get with it, Hot Toys. Damn.
Because it's so big. Dude, where would I put it?
I don't know. Well, I don't know where you'd put something like that.
You know what? This is what I'd have to do. You know that section behind my home office where I have those shelves hung up with all my 6-inch figures?
Just clear those out.
Well, underneath that, I want to get like 2-tier Bestas.
Yeah.
So then I could just put that on top of the Bestas.
That'd be cool.
Because it wouldn't fit in it.
No.
But so it'd still be like waist level-ish. So like you'd be able to see it perfectly. The only problem, actually, you know what I would do too? Because I was going to say the only problem would be dust at that point, and my cats. I know my fucking cats would jump up there and want to lay on it. Especially Oberon.
Yeah.
He likes to lay on anything.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, they would definitely break it. But I'll get one of those like acrylic or glass domes put over top of it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
Yo.
Hey guys.
What's up, man?
Hey.
I just looked over and saw you were there.
No worries. You just talk about the Batmobile there. It's pretty cool, that thing, isn't it?
Dude, I was saying this is like the coolest Batmobile. In my opinion, it's the best on-screen Batmobile.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Like 100%. I mean, I might be biased because, like, and this might be controversial, but Ben Affleck is also my favorite Batman. But that aside,
yeah, second that.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. See, you know, you're with it.
Yeah, it's an amazing piece, man. But it's just the idea of it, the scale of it is like, where are you going to put it?
Dude, that's what I was just saying. I don't know what I would do with it.
Yeah.
I really don't. I kind of feel the same way about the Jedi Starfighter, and like I'm gonna have to buy it if they ever get it out. Like I can't not buy that if they release it.
You starting the Hot Toys collecting is dangerous. Because it's just, I know you want so much, you know. And
no, this is what I told you, dude. And like, Dion, I don't know about you, but I've stayed away from buying Hot Toys for years.
Really long time.
For years. Because I knew it'd be a rabbit hole of just bankruptcy for the most part. And it didn't work out. Like, I got one, and then I had like 20.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think I started like last year. I ended up with like, you know, 10, 20 odd figures, and now I'm down to about 9. Keeping myself to like a rule of 3. and but it's very tempting though. You buy these figures and you see them, you want them, and then I mean, recently last week I bought the Boba Fett Star Wars 40th. Ended up selling it yesterday just to cut back.
Oh, really? You sold it?
Yeah, unfortunately. So just because I ordered the that Darth Vader, so I thought that's my villain kind of sorted. But actually, I watched your video the other day as well of the Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
and that was quite tempting, so I ended up getting that as well.
Dude, the Kylo Ren's a good piece. The only thing I noticed with it, like, is I haven't really messed with it too much more than when I did that unboxing. He's got a really loose body. Like his legs are kind of like, at least mine, and mine was brand new out of the box, never opened. And he doesn't have the most. He doesn't have a very strong body. Let's put it that way. His legs were a little iffy. Like it was
Is
hard
he on a
for me to get him to stand. He has a stand, but I was just trying to get him in a simple pose, like the one in the trailer where he's kind of hunched over. Like it wasn't in the movie, but it was a scene in the trailer, the first trailer they released, where the camera's like behind Kylo and he's walking in the snowy woods, and then he's like kind of hunched over, and then he ignites the lightsaber, like off to the right. I was just trying to get him in that pose, and like he wouldn't. I couldn't do it. Granted, I didn't try that hard, but I mean, I messed with it for like 10, 15 minutes, and it was like the legs were giving out a little bit, and he was falling over, and it was like, I don't really, and I just kind of stopped. I'm sure I could do it, but it wasn't as easy. It wasn't as easy.
So a fair few tricks, people using like double-sided tape on the garment and the cloak, is that as well, to in posing wise and stuff. Look pretty cool.
Yeah. The coolest thing that I saw someone doing, as far as like kind of that I'm actually using practically right now, was with my Justice League Superman figure, and this would work for any of them that have like a similar body, but like for that figure, you have the Justice League Superman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like if you unzip the back of him, like they have like this extra like clip, his like shoulder muscles and stuff is like a different segment on him. So like if you unzip him, there's like this like section of plastic where you can actually like put a hook under. So like I just like bent a paper clip. So
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so you can have him floating there, and it looks awesome because then you have nothing around him. So like the next thing I'm gonna do, because right now I just have like a dynamic flight pole with like some wire just in there holding him up. So it still looks cool, but I'm gonna actually hang like a wire like from like the top of like my DTOF or something, and then have that just hook straight in. And so he's just floating there without a base, and it'd just be all clean. Like it's gonna be super cool. But I saw someone do that, and I was like, dude, I'm totally stealing that idea because that's awesome.
Right, totally. I'm quite tempted as well. People tend to use the old wires on their capes as well. I don't know how they do it, attach it, underneath, so you kind of hides but it gives it the effect of, it floating in the air kind of thing.
Yeah, no, there's some, I forget who it was. There was what was the name? I think it started with a J. It's like a Korean name though, so I can't remember exactly what it was. But there was, if you look up Superman custom cape on like Facebook, I'm sure you'll see somebody mention it. But I guess there was like a super popular like guy who made a wired Justice League Superman cape back in the day. I don't know if they're still making them, because that's the only problem, is like they only really kind of make that stuff when that figure's like active. It's been years since it was released, so it's like kind of hard to find.
You ever try those Unreal Customs? They do really good like
custom capes. That was one. That was one I found too. Yeah, I haven't had anything from them yet, but I know a lot of people. I found their group, and a lot of people were recommending them.
What do they do?
Well, that.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Yeah, that's the same cape on the Batman.
Oh, okay.
Capes. They're really nice quality.
Yeah, I love that thing. That's great.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Yeah, I love that figure. Dude, I was hunting for that figure for so long.
it was crazy, man. I had like as soon as I put it up, I had 20 odd people inquiring, trying to get a hold of this Batman, and I was like, oh. And then you came in with this offer of wanting them both, and I was like, oh well, this guy's. So I ended up.
I was serious. Yeah, I was serious.
So yeah, man. But yeah, talking about the zips as well. The back of that zip in the Batman, it's very scary because I had a bit of a beef mod to the chest where I put cotton pads at the front. So undoing that zip is it's quite scary thinking that you're going to break it, but luckily it was alright. But
Oh yeah, on the
Yeah,
Superman one, they had like threading underneath the zipper to like prevent you from unzipping it. So you actually have to like go in and cut it. I don't know if the Batman one was like that or not. But it was kind of worrisome because I was like, "Oh man, this is very small. I don't want to hit the suit." Like,
what if you rip the zipper? What if you?
I know that's what I was really worried about, dude. Yeah. I guess I was trying to unzip it anyway. So if it ripped, it ripped. I wanted it unzipped.
Yeah.
It would have sucked though. If it would really only suck if it looked bad. At least with like Superman, you can have it fully unzipped and you can't tell when you look at it from the front.
Right.
But like that might not be the case for some figures. If you fully unzip it, it might like actually kind of loosen up around them, which wouldn't be very ideal.
Doing that, what was it? Doing the chrome body underneath on that Superman was a good idea because that really makes it pop. I feel like
that was genius.
Yeah,
genius.
That's why I want to get like, especially for the Superman, those 2 rows of lights hitting it would just make it pop. Dude. That chrome body would just pop out, man.
Right.
It's crazy. When I was looking at this this page the other day, there was more. I feel like they actually took some stuff off of here. I don't remember what it was, but when I was looking at this, what's new or coming soon or whatever the hell it was, there were more than this. Like I sent a bunch to you guys in Discord, and now I'm not even seeing half the ones I thought were cool.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Bad Batch, Dion?
No, I've not started that yet. No, the last thing I watched was the Winter Soldier though on the Disney Plus. I'm guessing is this Bad Batch on the Disney Plus? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. The first episode was better than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not connected in any way to the other universe films, is it? Or is it?
Well, it's it's kind of a continuation of the Clone Wars animated series.
Ah, of course, right. I see.
So it's like if I'm not mistaken, the actual like your core characters made an appearance in the final season of Clone Wars, the one they like just did when Disney Plus came out, where like Ahsoka fought Maul and everything. But I think that was their only actual appearance. I don't believe they were in any other seasons. And from what I understand, it's kind of almost like a retcon because like of their first appearance, because from everything I've heard, because I don't remember seeing them in there. When that latest season of Clone Wars dropped, that final season, I only watched the last 4 episodes, which was the Maul arc, the Darth Maul arc.
Yeah.
So I didn't care about the rest. I just wanted to watch. Most of anything I've seen from Clone Wars has been the Darth Maul stuff. That's really all I cared about. I didn't really want to watch anything else. Like, not that it wasn't all bad. I just never cared for the character models, man.
Yeah.
No, I get you there.
Takes me out of the show, really.
Yeah, and then some of the episodes too were like, especially the earlier ones, like the first episode of that show, I was literally just the other day like, man, I might as well watch all of it. I mean, I do love Star Wars, and everyone really loves the show, and I liked the last 4 episodes, so maybe I should give it another try. Because the only other stuff I had seen, like I said, it was like I specifically watched the Maul stuff, like when Maul fought Sidious on Mandalore and all that stuff, and then when Yoda went to the Sith Temple and like Darth Bane's ghost was there, I watched that. Like anything Sith related, I'll probably watch it. But I went back and watched that first episode, and it was like one of the most worst things I've ever seen in my life. Like it was so bad.
What episode?
The first episode of Clone Wars.
Really?
The first one. And dude, it's crazy because like Savage Opress, or not Savage Opress, but Asajj Ventress is in it. Dooku's in it. Yoda's in it.
You got some big names.
And it's so bad. The second episode is good though. It's the one where your man, what's the dude you like? I forget his name.
Plo Koon?
Plo Koon's in it.
Plo Koon.
The second episode. And that one's like a good episode. It's fine.
Right.
The first episode's like Yoda goes to like this planet to do he goes there to meet with, I think he goes there to meet with like Asajj and Dooku to like come to like a treaty, or they were there to invade and like to like ambush him. I can't remember which it was, honestly. But like, dude, there were just scenes where like there's this giant droid army, and like they have Yoda and like 3 clone troopers pinned down, and like they just let them walk away. Like they just,
why?
Yeah, like they're literally like they're there and they just casually walk away. And there's like 3 or 4 scenes like that,
right.
like where it's just like, how? Like, I don't care who you are, dude. There's like an army of droids there, and like there's 4 of you. But they just walk away.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I was like, man, this writing is just not good, man. Like,
they didn't really think that through. It doesn't sound like.
I tell you, it'd be quite interesting now, especially with this Obi-Wan series coming out with Ewan McGregor. If Maul from Solo Maul is going to make an appearance, and I mean, he has to. Hopefully, he does.
Well, see, that was the thing, man. Like, everyone kind of assumed that's what would happen, but then they said Vader is going to be in it, and then
really?
Yeah, so like Hayden Christensen's coming back and playing Vader.
Yeah.
And then I think timeline wise, Rick, what is it again? Is like 8 years after Revenge of the Sith?
Something like that.
I think like they said though, they announced it like when it was taking place, and from what I understand, it's when he would have already killed Maul.
True.
So they would have to retcon.
Not necessarily,
or Rebels rather. They could do flashbacks.
That's what I was thinking.
I wouldn't mind them doing a flashback just to make that final fight between him and Maul a little bit better than it was in Rebels.
The whole like 5-second fight.
Yeah, it was like 5 seconds, and he just goes wink, and he's dead.
You don't even really see him cut him or anything. He just
I know, it's literally like he almost like a Japanese like samurai like pulls the sword out real quick kind of thing and kills him.
That's it.
I was like, okay, that's they did him bad. They did the coolest freaking character in Star Wars for the longest time, which was Darth Maul. Like, aside from Darth Vader and stuff, like Darth Maul was the coolest thing the prequels gave us, and they just pushed him down a garbage tunnel, essentially.
Yeah, they really.
Like, that was it. It was like, and he said 2 lines in the whole movie.
He did. Wasn't even Ray Park's voice.
It's still not Ray Park's voice.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, it was like some. Who was it? It was some British dude. In, the
Peter Serafinowicz or something. I probably butchered that. He's a British comedian.
Yeah, and then now Sam Witwer does his voice for like the animated show, and then even when he made that appearance on the end of Solo, they still had Sam Witwer actually come in and do the voice for Maul, even though they brought Ray Park back. They still ain't using his voice.
Yeah. No, that's definitely Peter Serafinowicz.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems odd to tease Maul at the end of that and not do anything with it.
Right.
The problem is, I think they were hoping that more people would have watched Solo.
Solo, right? Yeah.
Which is what gave me hope for what I'm hoping they do is because they announced that Lando show. I'm hoping that's a Lando show with Gambino, so like taking place with in the same time frame, and they really kind of segue it into like continue that Solo story without calling it Solo, in hopes that more people would watch it.
True.
Like that's kind of what I was hoping they would do, because in the end, I don't even. What are you going to do with a Lando story by itself at the same time? I don't like. What do you do?
Right.
Like,
he's not that. He's pretty interesting. He's got.
Is he though?
I mean, I don't know. With this whole new trilogy, man, they really did kill the old characters. Like, when I popped up in that series, there was nothing there for me.
Yeah. So you're not a fan of the sequels either?
No, I mean, The Force Awakens, you can kind of get away with it, but then again, you look at it closely, it is a bit of more of a repeat. But yeah, man, I remember going to cinema to see that Last Jedi, and being quite excited, really excited going in, and I've never been that bored watching a film.
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you.
For sure.
As soon as he killed Snoke, I was just, I was gone.
That movie literally made me question my love for Star Wars.
True. I think that's why everyone loves Mandalorian so much.
Yeah, they really.
Because it's really just like kind of back to the basics with Star Wars. Like, but no, yeah, the Snoke thing was another good example of them like introducing this very cool character and just killing him.
Yeah,
you can clearly tell they had no plan for all 3 films. They just kind of went one by one.
Nothing.
Which is the biggest mistake they could have ever made. And they've gone on record and said, like, literally Kathleen Kennedy hired JJ to do that movie, and then she hired Ryan to do the other movie, and then Colin Trevorrow to do the final movie. But none of them really collaborated together. Like, Kathleen Kennedy didn't say, okay, I'm going to hire you 3 guys to make the movies, but this is what's going to happen in those movies. So you got to do this, this, and this in all the movies, okay? Like she just let them all just do whatever they wanted.
Literally just what they wanted.
It's like you're just winging some interconnected story, dude. Like maybe put a little more thought into it. I don't know, like just a little bit.
There was like no thought put into it. I feel like
that's what I thought was crazy when they announced that High Republic stuff, and like they had this like trailer for the High Republic thing, and they like showed like they brought all these like different writers in, like people who have written like Claudia Gray, and then like a couple other people. It was like 10 different writers like who have written a bunch of Star Wars novels and Star Wars stuff in general. They like sent them on like a retreat, and they were pretty much all together for like 3 months to develop the High Republic story and like the lore behind it and all this stuff. And I was like, you did all this for a fucking book series?
Right.
You didn't do this for the movies? Like, are you kidding? Like, Jesus. And no one cares about the High Republic.
No, I don't.
like I don't understand it. Baffling.
Well, dude, like for the example with the High Republic, one of my best examples.
Oh yeah.
There's literally a fucking rock.
What's his name? Can I pull this
it's
up?
Geode, I think. He's like a pilot, navigational pilot for them. He's a sentient rock.
Is this seriously him?
That's it. That's literally it.
This is literally it?
That's literally it.
He doesn't even look like Golem or anything. Like I'm talking like from Pokemon, like Geodude or Golem or Graveler, you know, like with legs and shit. He's just a literal like mountainside.
Yeah.
This is not what I wanted.
Like a big chunk of granite.
That's it?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Was this a tree guy too?
What the hell is that?
What is this? Man.
Getting into some weird
shit. This is the Dranger. This thing actually looks kind of cool though.
Yeah,
I'm good with this. That's what was so crazy about
there's a description of that Geode dude.
Geode is a rock who seems completely inanimate, and you spend half the book wondering if he's even a real person. He's essentially a sentient rock, a representative of the Vintian species. He's a navigator of the vessel, the ship that the Jedi are being transported on in the first place. Dude, who cares?
How does it communicate? How does it?
We'll wait for the hot toy to come out.
Right. I think I've got it. I think it's actually in my backyard.
Yeah, right. That'd be it. You remember when the dude made the pet rock though, and he made like $1 million?
Yeah.
Like he beat him to it.
True.
He beat him to it. Oh man.
God, could you imagine being that guy?
What a genius idea.
Really?
Just like I'm gonna put a rock inside of a box, like pay for packaging, obviously, like give it a name, pet rock, and put some googly eyes in it, and I'm gonna sell that shit.
Right.
And it worked.
Did it have googly eyes?
I don't know. I would imagine it did.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy one, Rick. I don't know.
Can't say I don't blame you.
I don't know. Oh yeah, so Rick, the one I got in Dion too. I think I told you, man. I think I told you too, Rick. The one what I got. This is what I got. Did you end up picking anything? Are you getting any of the things they announced, or did you pick anything up that they announced that was already up for pre-order this past week?
It was up. No, I didn't. No, nothing really took my fancy there. I mean, I've already got the Mandalorian there, and again, the size of that thing there is too big for me. But nah, nothing really took my fancy.
Mm.
I mean, I was waiting for that Luke Skywalker. I think everybody thought he was going to come out, but no.
I agree. I'm still kind of shocked that didn't that wasn't a thing.
Right.
I think everybody, but I mean, if you look here, still, I'm still waiting on Bespin Loop that they announced in 2019. Technically speaking, it was a reissue, but they announced it like with the Obi-Wan figure and the Jedi Starfighter and Kit Fisto and all this stuff. I want to give them my money for the stuff.
Right.
I really want to, especially the Obi-Wan.
Quite a long while. I remember seeing that a few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 2019 too. Yeah.
2019. Yeah.
Crazy, man. Well, it's like now they're doing things. Honestly, too, like I think the weirdest one, like the Mandalorian stuff, makes sense, and like the Bad Batch figures that they dropped over the week made sense because like that stuff happened. Like Mandalorian was super popular. the Bad Batch just came out, so I get it. And like I said earlier, like with the Nightmare 2-pack from, the Snyder Cut Black Suit Superman and Nightmare Batman, they had to do that then because the Snyder Cut just came out. But like they announced this stuff like so long ago.
Yeah. I'm still shocked with the Cyborg as well. I really thought they were going to announce that as well with the Snyder Cut.
Dude, that's crazy that didn't happen at the same time. I'm surprised when they did that Nightmare 2-pack. They didn't say like, here's Cyborg, here's Darkseid, here's a Nightmare 2-pack. Go.
Right. Yeah, it just makes me think they're not going to do it. Actually, I think it's going to cost them too much to do if they're going to go down the diecast route. It's just.
Yeah, if they did, I mean, it's still on the coming soon page. Like it's here.
Yeah.
And this was 2017 when they announced it, though. So I mean
that's kind of the reason why I got rid of my stuff as well.
Right.
The Justice League, in terms of like having the whole league, it's just without him, it's just kind of.
That's a fair point. That's what kind of I was saying about anybody who would get these Clone Wars Anakin, the Sideshow Clone Wars Anakin, and the Sideshow Clone Wars Obi-Wan, because it's like if they don't make any more of these animated likenesses, dude, like you just can't. I mean, these two figures are cool, but like you're only gonna have these two figures.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
it's like it kind of cuts it off.
Yeah, it's like that kind of sucks, man. Well, I mean, like they announced too, like speaking of the sequel trilogy, like this Poe Dameron never came out. So there's all these people who have like 3 or 4, like 3 Kylo Rens and like 3 or 4 different Reys,
right?
But no Poe Dameron. There's even a couple Finns.
You ever gonna get a Rey?
No, I actually was just telling Ada that like I would take a Rey if someone gave it to me.
Yeah,
but
not something you'd seek out.
Yeah, funny thing, I just got with that guy I bought the Kylo Ren off of. He ended up selling me his Force Awakens Rey as well. The BB-8 is a 2-pack kind of thing.
Yeah, that's I told her that's the one I would want. Yeah, I would want that one just because it came with BB-8 too.
Yeah, the BB-8 would be cool.
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to keep that or sell it on when it comes here. Yeah, again, because of the films, I didn't really enjoy the characters. But
yeah, I just don't know. Cause that's the thing. I got that Kylo Ren. I got him new in box for like I think like what was like $70 under retail or something, or $60 under retail.
Oh, right, okay.
And like I just got it on eBay, but like no, there was literally like the starting bid was like 170 USD. I was the only bidder on it. Ended up winning, and it sold for somewhere from like Sideshow for like $230 or $250 when it came out. I forget which one it was. So it was like around the $50-$60 under retail for brand new in box. So it's like no one wants them.
Yeah. That Rey price as well, the BB-8 is going up a bit as well now, I've noticed.
Has that one actually been selling for more?
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. It's just starting to go up a little bit.
It's crazy how expensive some of those are, like, or how much they go up in value, you know?
Oh yeah, some of them, dude. Like that's why that's why it was so hard for me to find like a BVS Batman, because some people were selling them for $600, $700, $800.
Man, insane. Yeah, over here you're looking about like £400, £500.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like I want one, but that's like 4 Hot Toys, man.
Right.
I mean, Jesus.
That's like your unit of measurement.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Like, that could be 3 Hot Toys.
Yeah, how many Hot Toys could I buy for this amount of money?
Right.
Like, to go way about it. This is what I got though. This is as soon as this became available.
Oh yeah.
Cool, yeah.
Immediately bought it, because this is the same thing. It's going for like, it was selling for like 600. But you were saying that like if this was diecast, it would be way better.
That would be cool.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, like I say, yeah, in the bottom half especially, just to support a bit more. But I'm pretty sure Sideshow came out as well, and they've made a statement saying that they've upgraded the joint system, so it's a bit more stable compared to.
That'd be good. That'd be good then for sure. Because it's a really good looking figure though.
Yeah.
Like for like, not that like Sideshow is terrible, but they're not as good as like Hot Toys with a lot of things. Like Sideshow does some things really well, and they do some things like
they do droids well.
They do droids really good like that. I like the Sideshow R2 more than the Hot Toys R2, even though the Sideshow one's all plastic. Still like it more.
Yeah. Are those articulated fingers too? Damn.
Yeah, they look like it. Yeah. It comes with like the detachable arms you can put on them, so you can hold all 4 lightsabers.
Yeah,
trying to get to it.
Ooh. See if you have that Count Dooku, they would look really good together, actually.
I know, dude. That's the same thing, man. With him, like he just came out, and people were selling him for $400 or $500.
Damn,
it's like
Right.
I don't want to spend. It's only like 230 retail. This thing's pretty detailed too. Like the lung system looks pretty good. Like this is a pretty good looking figure. I'm super stoked to get this thing. The cool thing about this though too is he's massive.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure it's pretty
he's
big.
really big. Like he's gonna look. The fact that like hopefully they stay on schedule with the Clone Wars stuff that I have pre-ordered from them, like Anakin, Ahsoka, and then Rex and Maul. I think those are the only ones that they have available that I have pre-order. Because then I'll have some nice. This guy will fit in somewhere. Because I'll have Anakin there. I could put him with Revenge of the Sith Anakin even if I wanted to, but I could also just put him on the Clone Wars shelf. It'd be good.
He does gonna take up an entire shelf by himself, I'd feel like.
Well, not if I just stand him straight up and down.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
You just wanted me to stand my Death Trooper. Like you came in there. You just wanted me to stand him up straight up and down.
That's different.
That's the same thing. That's the same.
Well, how do you guys display yours? Do you have like special cabinets, or do you use those kind of detofs and stuff?
I have detofs. Surprisingly, this dude doesn't even have any. Like Rick here, like he talks about these things just as much as like me and John do, and but he's been able to not to buy one. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've not got him on either.
No.
Like no, I'm talking about hot toys. He hasn't bought a single hot toy.
No.
Oh,
no.
right, sorry.
Yeah. I have a bunch of. I have like detofs and I have like 6 scale statues in the 2 Besta. I have like a Besta unit as a like TV entertainment center, but on 4 of those, I have like the glass doors on them, so I have like statues in those. Well, my PS5's in one of them, but I have others. I have statues in those. And then right next to it, I have 3 detofs, and then I have 2 detofs I haven't built yet, and then I have another detof that has a bunch of Dragon Ball Z statues in it right now.
Are you gonna hang on to those?
Am I gonna what?
You gonna hang on to those? The DBZ figures or statues?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of the statues.
Word.
No,
if you're gonna like make space for more hot toys.
No, I'm gonna take those out though, because I'm probably gonna put my DC figures into that because they'll fit in there by themselves.
This quarter scale Hot Toys Iron Man is actually really sick.
They have one at the Florence Comic Store. I just went there like not too long ago.
That quarter scale one?
Yeah, the quarter scale.
Detail
the
is
quarter scale Mark III.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah.
The detail's insane. Just like the amount of articulation, every piece in his abs like accordions in to where like you can bend them over and stuff. And
the only have you gotten a quarter scale hot toy, Dion?
Nah, just again because the just going off of the size and where you're going to put it and match your cut. If you buy one of those kind of things, then you're going down a slippery slope and you have to get another one.
True.
It's just...
Yeah, the only one that I've bought so far, and it's probably the only one I'm gonna get, is I did get the quarter scale Mandalorian with Grogu.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you have that pre-order, don't you?
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, it doesn't come out till like December of this year, so like I'll have that when it comes in. But I'm not trying to get the Mandalorian stuff in 6 scale, so I wanted to have. Like, I figured that would be a good one to get because I'm not collecting the 6 scale Mandalorian stuff. So it's like, well, I can get this quarter scale one and just kind of call it a day on the whole series. Like,
yeah, I mean,
good.
That'd be pretty good figure to have. You do have the Mandalorian Death Trooper there, don't you?
Yeah, but that's Universal.
Yeah, that is Universal.
That's a Death Trooper, you know? You don't have to say that's from Mandalorian. Same with, like, I pre-ordered Bo-Katan, but she was in Clone Wars. Like that stays in theme with what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to focus on the Clone Wars stuff more so than anything, just to like kind of at least stick to some sort of theme.
Yeah.
I obviously, as you know, Dion, went real off the rails there as I bought like 2 Batman figures from you, but it was not quite Clone Wars. But I really wanted the Justice League. What really ended up happening was that I had some FOMO on Justice League Superman because Warner Brothers looks like they like may or may not bring Henry Cavill back to be Superman ever again.
Yeah,
and
I've seen it today.
Yeah, so I really wanted to have like, and same with Ben Affleck. He's already pretty much done. He's going to be in Flash, but he's presumably not going to be Batman ever again after that. So
yeah,
it's a shame. They keep hinting towards this solo show, this TV series thing, but
Dude, I've been saying that's what I want that for. I've been saying that for years, man. Just give me that with Deathstroke and all day.
It seems to be all over the place anyway, DC, in terms of Warner Brothers and the lineup and stuff. You don't really know where's what or who's with who and stuff.
Dude, yeah, they need to get their shit together.
They do, yeah.
That's what I always say, man. They have the most popular, like as far as like worldwide popular, like superheroes, like their own the DC characters, like the Justice League. Everybody knows who they are,
Yeah,
and they just destroy them. Yeah, and Warner Brothers is just pretty much ran the thing into the ground, dude.
They really did.
Like some are good, some are bad, but
yeah. Talk about the did you see that? I think I mentioned it to you earlier on as well. The that third party like Nightmare Joker.
I haven't seen it yet. Who is making it?
I'm not entirely too sure. I just seen it up on like pre-order and that with Toys Wonderland and stuff, but it looks pretty interesting. Well, they have a black Superman as well. Just the base alone on that one looks pretty cool with the Justice League kind of crumbling. As you
I haven't seen the 6-scale ones. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to look them up.
That's a custom right there. There's no Nightmare, Batman, Superman. So the black suit is a Nightmare for Superman, right?
No, the Nightmare is just Justice League. That's why it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's silly.
Because in the Nightmare scene, he's in the blue suit.
Right.
Yeah, it's the Justice League hot tie is now the Nightmare.
Yeah. That's why, like, when they made this Nightmare 2-pack, I was like, in my mind, I was like, well, this doesn't make sense because he's in the black suit. But if you're gonna make like the Nightmare 2-pack, why isn't it Deathstroke, dude? Like, or why isn't it Joker?
Right. Like something other than
they should have just done Black Suit Superman on its own, and then did Nightmare Deathstroke or Nightmare Joker with the Batman.
Nightmare Deathstroke's actually really cool looking.
He's awesome. I don't know how they never made that, man. Like there was a perfect excuse to make it with a Snyder cut.
I love the colors of it, like how much like more nuanced it is. Like it's just darker.
Yeah, it looks awesome. You said it was on Toys Wonderland?
Yeah, I saw in the groups and stuff people are posting it. But yeah, if you go on Toys Wonderland, they've got it up there for pre-order. As well as that, is it K Toys or K something? Superman as well.
I'm looking. I haven't seen it, but I got it here. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. That's a good head sculpt for it too.
There's like a deluxe version as well. There's like 2 head sculpts and a few other accessories and stuff in a base, I'm sure.
It's got the actual hair on him.
It looks alright. It looks like maybe a bit of a recast of the Hot Toys head sculpt.
Yeah, the head sculpt looks really good. It might just be a recast of it.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
It looks really good. Not a fan of the real hair though.
Yeah, it's only kind of you might have an issue with that. But the other head sculpt is sculpted hair.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Where's this is where's the deluxe link for the deluxe version? I only saw the one link.
There's only strange, yeah.
What if I just look up Joker?
So Toys Wonderland is like looks like they've got all kinds of different stuff.
Well, that's where I bought my the Justice League Batman and that Tactical Batman from, the one that you got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I usually just get stuff from Toys Wonderland because it's a lot cheaper than it is over here.
Yeah.
Shipping and stuff.
Yeah, because I think for you, like they Sideshow, like it's like $100 or so for shipping and stuff, and then the taxes and import fees. I think it's insane.
I was so excited to get I ordered the Mark 7 Iron Man like a fair few months ago, and it arrived, and then bam, hit with a customs charge for like £70. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, when I got that stuff from you, I didn't have anything like that happen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, see when you kind of like label them as gifts or lower than value, it's kind of
I think it's funny with these third-party figures what they name them.
Oh yeah.
The Doomsday Reveler.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That looks good.
He's even got a COVID mask.
Yeah. That's the problem though. That I hate when I don't hate it, but it's unfortunate. It sucks from my perspective is when you have the, like in this case, they have the real hair and then the sculpted hair, but they're different expressions. Because it's like, I just want the kind of more subtle face, but it has the real hair. I don't want the real hair.
The real hair doesn't look bad on that one, though.
Yeah, whereas this one's like, it's a very like, it's, you know, a maniacal smiling thing. It's like, maybe I don't want that face all the time, you know?
Right.
It's like, maybe I want a more subtle one. It looks good though, either way. And as long as some of the real, quote unquote, real hair figures, like the hair's fine. But some of them, like I've seen some people who got that, the Heath Ledger Joker one that comes with real hair. That's a really awesome figure. This one, the DJ Custom one. Like,
that is a good looking fig.
And but some people have gotten this and the hair's just like doesn't look as good as it does in this picture, you know, like it's bad. Like he does come with an Oscar though.
I think it's cool too. You mentioned like on the arms where you can actually see like the smudged paint and all that, like on his hands.
Well, and this one too, the smudged paint hands on here, those they made these like special for they're jointless, so they're stuck on that one pose. So if you put them in the like the God, what am I thinking? The interview thing, not interview, the interrogation scene.
Yeah.
If you do the interrogation scene, you can have his hands on the desk, and he's like completely seamless. If you put those on there, it gives the illusion of seamlessness.
That's cool though.
Yeah. I thought about getting this because I don't have a Heath Ledger Joker, and Heath Ledger was like, he wasn't just like my favorite and or the best Joker. He was like truly, even before the Joker, he was one of my favorite actors. Like I always loved 10 Things I Hate About You. And I loved The Knight's Tale.
The Knight's Tale was great.
Like I always loved Heath Ledger, and then he did the Joker, and it was just like, yeah, this dude's awesome.
What did you? I'm curious. And what did you think of the Jared Leto in Suicide Squad? The kind of gangster, kind of Joker, kind of vibe.
I liked some of the stuff. Like I didn't like his look at all.
No.
Like I didn't like the tattoos. I didn't like his clothes. But I actually did not mind like how he acted. Like I thought it was good. I would have just done something, you know, a little bit more traditional with his look. Because like I hated the tattoos. And like, if he had some tattoos, fine. But it's like literally just the tattoos that he had were stupid. Like, in my opinion, I just didn't like them. And then like he had the leather trench, or it was like a snakeskin purple trench coat. Like, but he didn't wear a shirt. And then he had like, what were his pants? Were like wild too. They were like
Batman leggings. It was
like. It was just a little. It was just like, I mean, just put him in a purple suit, just a 3-piece suit, and just move on. Or do the black tuxedo suit that they had in like the dream sequence thing. Like, just do that.
That's the one. That's the figure I most regret selling on. Actually, was I sold it to get the Joker tuxedo. I sold it to a guy in America for like, I think I sold it to him for about 150 £150, and now look at him. He's like, you know, you'd be lucky to get him for about 300.
What's it? The Imposter Joker Batman figure. That one you can still get for a reasonable price right now.
Yeah.
Imposter Joker?
Yeah, the one where, have you ever seen it?
I don't think so.
Like Imposter Batman.
The odd thing about that one as well, with you have to imagine, because you imagine Jared Leto's body in that, and obviously he's a skinnier guy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That is,
It does not make any sense.
Is that an articulated figure?
Yeah, it's a Hot Toy.
Oh, damn.
Like, Hot Toys made this.
There's a knockoff one of those too, and it looks awful.
Yeah. And like, when I was hunting for the BVS Batman, I was tempted to buy this and attempt repainting it because it was only like $230.
Right.
So I was like, I could get this and just try to paint it. It'll save me some money.
A little difficult, I feel like.
Yeah, well, it could have worked. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff on Toys Wonderland.
Toys Wonderland is cool because they actually carry like third-party stuff too.
That, and they've got like all kinds of helmets and like prop replicas and things like that, which I think are cool.
Yeah.
It's a bit more expensive for like us in the States though, Rick, because they're in Japan, so we gotta pay international. Like, it's not as bad as Sideshow is shipping to like you guys though. Like I've ordered a couple things from there, and it was only like $50-$60 shipping, which isn't terrible, but I can get 10 if I buy it from stateside.
Have you ordered them from Toys R Us before? Do you get charged as well, like customs?
Actually, I don't know about the customs because the thing I've only ordered one thing. I don't think he did because John he did order. He ordered the '89 Batman from there, the Hot Toys '89 Batman. He didn't mention anything about customs, and he got it really quick. So he was actually impressed with how fast he got it. So
yeah, man, exactly. It took two to 3 days, and they arrive.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
I mean, that package I sent you to the States there, what was like a day?
Oh yeah, I got that super quick. Super quick. That's why I ordered a like a Darth Revan mask from someone on Etsy. The person's in Russia. And I ordered it in February. Like early February.
Oh yeah, that's
I still don't
ridiculous.
Have this thing, dude. Like, and it's a super cool mask.
Hopefully you get it.
Well, like I messaged him and he said, like I messaged him last month and he said, if you don't have it in May, I'll send you a new one. It's May, so I'm gonna wait till Monday,
yeah, buddy. It's May.
And I'm gonna be like, wow. It's May. Like, let's go.
Right.
Yeah, I think I hope. I was telling Rick that I hope Bad Batch ends up being like good. I've liked the first 2 episodes so far.
First 2?
Yeah, the second one came out today.
Oh shit!
It's not an hour long one though. It's only like 30 minutes. But anyway, I just want them because I want it to be good, so I have an excuse to buy the figures.
Because the figures look cool.
They do have cool outfits. I like all their armor. Their clone armor looks awesome.
Are they not just like they've only announced 2 though? Am I right?
They've only announced 2 right now. Yeah, the Echo and then Hunter. But there's 5 of them total, and I'm curious what they're gonna do because there's one of them who I imagine they will use the heavy artillery body for, the heavy artillery Mandalorian, because he's a bigger guy. Because it's an interesting thing because they all have Tamora Morrison's face because they're all clones, but they all look drastically different.
They do,
even in body structure.
It was interesting seeing the Hot Toys interpretations though with Tamora Morrison's facial likeness on it. Because when you're watching the animated show, you kind of forget that that's who it's supposed to look like.
You can still see it though.
The Hunter one, you can barely see the Hunter in the one picture I saw. But yeah, like you were saying, the hair's not the right length.
Yeah, well, they did it with this one. He's bald, so in this character Echo in the show is bald.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine. Yeah, you see the other ones right down here. They have them all here. I just can't tell honestly though if that's from the show.
I think that's from the show. They wouldn't have all of them yet.
No, they do this a lot of the times. Trying to compare this to this. It's hard because of the red grading over it. But they look cool. I hope the show's good because they look cool, and then they also, like I said, they fit in theme with Clone Wars.
They do.
So they literally made an appearance in Clone Wars. So I have a good reason to buy these things.
Right.
But if the show sucks, I don't want to buy them.
I'm sure it'll be at least decent.
That's what I'm hoping.
Far it is.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I liked the first 2 episodes. I like them, and it was way better than I thought it was going to be.
What do you think is going on with Omega? I do not think she's related to Hunter. I mean, they're all technically 100%. Related.
I think that we're gonna find out. And sorry for it, any kind of spoilers here. This isn't really. You see this stuff in the first episode, and you really don't know. This is speculation. So if you can mute me for a minute if you want, though, Dion, since you haven't watched it.
That's fine.
But I think I'll be vague since you haven't seen it. You have no idea what I'm talking about anyway. I'm telling you, at the end, we're gonna find out, or not at the end, but whatever. I think Omega was made primarily from his DNA with a unknown female. So I think you're going to learn that she was kind of like a natural birth, but the father was Hunter.
People are speculating
that's what happened.
It's Rey's mom, which that's what I was like. I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
Jesus Christ. Dave Filoni made this, man. Okay, Dave Filoni ain't gonna do that.
No, Dave Filoni knows what he's doing.
I don't think he's gonna want any part of that.
No,
he's a smart guy.
He knew, what happened with the sequel trilogy, and
from the start, Rey should have been fucking Obi-Wan and Satine's daughter. Okay, that's what should have happened.
Yeah, secret daughter.
Yep, that's it. It was set up in the lore. They had a thing. You know, it was like they never said they had a thing, but they
You knew
totally
they
had
got
a
it
thing.
on.
Yeah, they totally did. That would have made the most sense. And then it would have, you know, her being a Kenobi would have been poetic for going up against Kylo, who is now the Skywalker again, is you know the bad guy, and then you have a Kenobi trying to stop him again. You know, same thing.
Right.
It rhymes, like George Lucas would say. God damn it! I don't know why I'm writing better Star Wars than people who get
Oh, it's
paid to
crazy.
do it.
See, when you look at all these fan theories and storylines, you just think, man, if only they just got an inkling of what they'd sent.
Oh, I know, man. Insane.
Well, luckily, it seems like they're kind of going that way with like the Mandalorian and the shows now. Like they know, I feel like they have a better idea of what people like and what they don't like, and you know, hopefully they don't mess it up anymore.
It's the crazy thing is like it's not hard to make like it's hard to make like movies and stuff. Like don't get me wrong, but it's not hard to come up with a good story.
No,
Like you know, like executing it can be difficult, but like I've spitballed stuff that was better than what a lot of the sequel trilogy was.
right?
Like, and because it's, I mean, it was just so bad. It's not really hard to come up with something better, in all honesty. But
No,
like, yeah, like I've said for the longest time that like Last Jedi, what like killed me the most was like they have Luke Skywalker like go to like essentially depending on whose point of view you're looking at, right? Like from Kylo's side or like Luke's side. Either way, he like pretty much wanted to kill his nephew, like for no reason.
right.
But all throughout the freaking original trilogy, you have Luke Skywalker there who's willing to die for the fact that he senses a very sliver of light in fucking Darth Vader. Like Darth Vader, who is a known like evil person who has
Committed
killed
atrocities.
thousands of people dead at his hand, and Luke's like, "No way, dude. He's good. I know he's good. Like I'm done fighting. Like he's good." But then his nephew, who he's raised his whole life and has been training, as he has like one bad feeling and he goes to kill him. Like that's so out of character. Luke Skywalker would never do that. It's been proven that he would never do that. Like,
Right.
like you can't sense good and want to save Darth Vader, but then want to kill your nephew. Like, it makes no sense.
It was crazy, man. As well, I remember I was watching those films, but one of the biggest disappointments as well, because there was so much going for her as well, was Captain Phasma.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
how they treated that character and just the way the death, how she died as well. You just laughed in the cinema.
Dude,
that can't be it, can it?
I know.
No backstory. They have a book about her, but
yeah, but the books. I've said this before too. Unfortunately, the books technically aren't canon
this is true.
because according to like Pablo Hidalgo and Lucasfilm in general, like the books and stuff are canon as long as they don't conflict with the movies.
As they should be.
Ergo, they're not canon. Like, because if how can it be canon? You know what I mean? Like, because if it conflicts with the movie and it's not canon, then it's just not canon at that point. Like, because at any point in time, a movie could do something different and completely negate whatever happened in that book.
Right.
But I actually do have something here.
Oh yeah.
Now's a pretty good time to do this.
Do I know about this?
You don't know about this, but it's a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What? That's sick.
Speaking of which,
that thing is just waiting for fingerprints.
I got the Phasma.
Yeah. Yeah, better time than
No, actually, though, surprisingly, this doesn't really leave a lot of fingerprints. And I cheated a little bit on this. I got this new in box as well, but I already took it out of the box.
just had it hiding really back cool there.
One.
Well, because I got the Kylo, so I was like, man, I really need something to go with Kylo.
That is sick looking. They did a good job with the chrome.
Cool, isn't it?
Fucking awesome. It's really good. Similar though, she's like really hard to pose to. Her legs are like it's her feet. They're really weird. I got her and like she stands up fine now, but like she's kind of top heavy. Is really the only problem, I think, more so than anything.
Yeah.
How's that cape as well?
So the cape offhand, like I didn't like it at first, but there is like a very thin wire throughout it, and they designed it in a way to where like you can fold it. Like as you see, I got like 3 folds right here on this side.
Oh, right, okay.
So when you do this, it actually lays down behind her like pretty well, and like actually looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to see. Let me zoom out a little bit. Like it looks pretty decent, just floating here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have this weird thing on here. Like I think this is for if you wanted to like pull it and like wrap it around something, or like maybe put it in her hand and like have the cape move up when you like wrap it around her hand, so you could have the cape kind of flow if you move her arm or something. I don't really know what that's for. But it's a really weird design because it like wraps around her neck, but then they have this like Velcro strap thing that's like completely exposed, which is very unlike Hot Toys because it's literally just like Velcros here and just like
that is kind
it's
of
overtly just there. But you don't see it. It's one of those things that like, you know, you're always going to be looking at it from this perspective, so it's not that bad. But they did a good job with like it looks dirty and like weathered. So I like that a lot. It's a very strange material, but like in the end, I think it's better than I initially thought it was. When I first pulled it out of the package, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to get a custom cape for this.
Just like right off the bat.
Just looks terrible. But then once I figured out how to get it on here and like I don't know, get those folds in there, like I think it actually looks pretty solid. Like surprisingly. Like it's a lot better than a lot of other capes. Kind of like the
size wise as well.
Oh yeah, size wise it's really good. Like the tactical Batman one, I don't know if you really messed with that one a lot. That thing's massive. Like
well, I took that out. Yeah, I took what out just to inspect it, make sure it was okay. And
you want to see this?
Yeah, I mean, see the legs on the tactical Batman. I've seen a lot of people modify it a little bit, putting like ankle, like longer ankle pegs, so gives the legs a bit more length.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's really wide too. Like, dude, you can pull that thing out, and it's like a full circle. Like it would wrap. Like it's insane. There's just like a lot. There's a lot of fabric with that. It's really big. It was very surprising.
It's actually quite a good cape as well.
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, this is the thing. It flows pretty good for like it. Even with it being so big, it flows pretty good and everything.
It really doesn't get fingerprints.
It's got some good weathering to it. Like it's decent.
You're right about the fingerprints thing.
Yeah, they don't really happen on that.
No,
like surprisingly.
Yeah, not a fan of this cape. I didn't
it's
notice.
A strange material.
Yeah, it's like swishy pants almost.
Well, I don't know. And then Kylo's wearing swishy pants. It was so weird. I didn't expect it.
Yeah. Maybe he just was going to the gym after.
Did you expect that when you open your Kylo that like he literally is wearing like swishy pants? Like I'd never seen one. That was the first Kylo I'd seen, and he's wearing swishy pants. I just didn't expect it. That caught me off guard. Oh, you haven't got it yet?
No, not yet. It should come maybe a couple of days, I think, maybe.
Oh. Well, he's wearing swishy pants. That's weird.
Like the gym pants.
I figured they'd be, you know, like the normal Jedi cloth tunic.
Pants.
Yeah.
Linen.
Yeah, some linen kind of style stuff. And nope, it's the swishy pants. Weird.
There you go.
You don't see them, but weird. I did have one problem with this too. If you ever get a Phasma, this knee pad broke off. Like,
I saw that
within the first like 5 seconds of me having it.
Oh, really?
They have a very, very small amount of like glue holding these things together. So
it's a really stiff figure too.
So I super glued it and it's fine, but it fell off without me even like. I was just trying to bend her leg. I didn't really do anything with it. Like, it just fell right off.
In comparison as well to like other Star Wars figures, is she like a lot taller as well? Say if you had like next to obviously I don't think you have a Rey, do you?
No, I don't have one, but she's like the same size as Kylo.
Oh, is she? Right, okay.
Yeah, because I had them standing next to each other, and they're both pretty much just standing. I had her in like a little bit wider of a stance, like her not like super wide, but a little bit wider, and she was like just the same height. She's just as tall as a Death Trooper, though, too. I put her up because I was curious if she would be the same height or taller than the Death Trooper, since they're troopers, at least trooper style. And yeah, she was like the same height as the Death Trooper.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she was a cool character. It's just a shame.
Yeah, that's the only reason that's as far as like sequel trilogy figures go, they're really the only two I would want.
Yeah.
Like, they were the coolest ones, and like, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, at least you can get the figures and stuff anyway, and just pretend it had a different story.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly.
No, man.
And what's interesting too, because like with Captain Phasma's look, like her helmet and everything, it was originally like concept art for Kylo Ren.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, super weird. Because like they ended up being, I don't know which came first. I don't know if the Stormtrooper design, the First Order Stormtrooper design, like came first, or if the helmet design came out of the Kylo Ren concept and they ended up developing it as the Stormtroopers. I just remember JJ and them on like some behind the scenes thing or some interview saying that the design for Phasma was essentially one of Kylo's concepts.
That's so strange.
Yeah. So I don't know, like I said though, I don't know if they had already came up with the Stormtroopers or if they got the Stormtrooper design based off that concept since they didn't go with it.
Right.
It was one of the two. They made the right choice though, because Kylo Ren's helmet was also really cool looking. I just never really liked, though, I will say, how they didn't really give him a reason to wear it. Like, he just wore it.
Yeah, he just kind of wanted the Vader look, really, was it more so?
Yeah. Like, I would have liked a little bit, like, if it was, like, made out of Beskar and it, like, actually protected him a little bit maybe, then it's like, there's a reason behind that.
Right.
But it was like, he just wore it to look cool. Which, I mean, honestly, though, that's why I would too, though. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I can't really hold it against him. Like,
stylish.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I still look cool, though.
Right.
Whatever.
I'm going to probably hop off here in just a sec, as I typically do.
I feel that.
It's late in Scotland, but like it's 10:33 here.
Yeah, I haven't been up this late in a long time, man. It's like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pushing it. Jeez. That's normally about, like, I would either stay up normally up to, like, 2, but then anytime I get, like, past that, it's just not fun for, like, the next day.
No.
Like, I don't have enough sleep, and then I feel like
11's, like, pushing
weird.
it for me.
11's pushing it.
Yeah.
I'm normally up till 2. That's when I try to go to bed between 1 and 2, because in that way, like, I normally gotta get up by, like, 6 or 7, so, like, if I fall right asleep, I get, like, 5 to 6 hours of sleep.
Do you do that laying in bed where you look at, like, the time and you're like, if I fall asleep in 30 seconds, I can sleep for, like, 4.5 hours exactly?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Makes it worse.
Yeah.
It does, because then, like, you're still not asleep and you look down and 45 minutes have passed.
Yeah. God, the worst is, like, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you lay back down, it's like 2 AM, you look at the clock, and then you, wake back up and you think, like, you just wake up really quickly. Like, I continually wake up throughout the night, and it sucks. Wish just, like, for one night, I could just sleep solid.
Dude, surprisingly, I haven't been waking up for anything. I've been sleeping right through. What were you gonna say?
Sorry, no. Whereabouts is it you guys are in anyway in America?
We're in a little state called Ohio.
The heart of it all.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. What's the temperature though? Because I remember going over to America. This is like maybe like what 2013.
Fahrenheit.
End up in Florida and just trying to sleep with the amount of heat at night. It was
Florida sucks.
We're at like 65 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I'm trying to look up the translation.
Yeah, like Florida's one of those, like Florida and California are some of those states that they're pretty much summertime year round. But we get all 4 seasons here, so like in the summer it can get like really hot, but for the last couple of years we've had very mild summers and very mild winters.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Like so like it barely got like, because here in Ohio, like in the wintertime, we would be like below 0 a lot temperature wise. I'm sorry, I was raised on the freaking imperial system, so That just comes to my mind first when I'm gonna mention Fahrenheit, unfortunately. I don't know why we did that. Not use the metric system, but
right.
Either way. So yeah, but like normally then we'll go up to like in the summer times it'll be like, I don't know, 90 degrees, 100 degrees max.
Nice when it's like a cool 80.
Yeah. I forget the conversion for Celsius. It's like half plus something.
Right now, the temperature here is like 65, which is like 18.3 Celsius.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off here.
All right, man.
But Dion, I will see you, sir. Nice to have you on. Yep.
Yeah,
I'll see you
thanks,
guys.
pal.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's like almost like a third. That's what it is for Celsius to Fahrenheit. Almost a third. Oh shit! You leaving this there? Word. All right. But yeah, Dion, you oughta come on again sometime too.
Yeah, well, do man. Yeah, I'll probably get that properly and plan more advanced stuff if you're doing anything in particular and stuff.
Do you play any games or anything?
It's mainly just on the PS5. Really, I did have like a PC I built, but then a bit of a shambles there. The graphics card's broken, and the graphics card demand was just not. It's too hard to get hold of stuff, so I just left it.
I feel that. Yeah. Because normally when we every Friday, like normally around like 10, so I mean, I'd be like 3. It'd be around this time for you, so it probably wouldn't really work out a whole lot. But John and I normally play like some games. Like Rick's here for a couple hours, and we do like the Hot Toys talks, and we talk about like the spoiler reviews of like whatever. But then we talk stupid shit for a couple hours, and then he leaves, and then we just play games for like a couple hours. But
I kind of remember you guys as well. You were talking about shows and stuff. You guys obviously caught the Captain America, Falcon. I say Captain. Falcon, the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you think of that?
I really liked
overall.
It. Yeah. I thought it was good. I don't think it was good as WandaVision, like overall. No. But I liked the show. And at first, like the main thing that they did that was like really good was that like from the start, I never really wanted them to just have a new Captain America. Like I knew they were gonna do like the US agent thing, like that was obvious, but I didn't want like Sam just to like take the shield and be Captain America because Captain America is Steve Rogers. Like that's Captain America. But so I liked that they gave like a narrative purpose around like him being Captain America it's not that like there's actually meaning to it, like with the Isaiah Bradley stuff and then like all of it like he serves like a much different purpose. He's a different Captain America for different reasons, not just calling himself Captain America. Like I didn't want that. So
yeah, no, it was an odd one. I remember watching like there's 2 episodes in, and I was just like, man, what is this? Like, obviously, it's quite. It must be kind of a hard sell because you're thinking about Falcon and Winter Soldier, not as big popular characters, and compared to WandaVision that came out, got a high standard. Yeah, I think the downfall was like the villain of the series, that girl, I forget her name.
Oh jeez.
Her movement and her team. I just didn't really buy their story, and just them as a threatening kind of opposition. It was just a bit lackluster. But yeah, obviously I had good points in it as well. But it was just
yeah. Yeah, the flags met Carly. That was her name, Carly.
Is it Carly? Was it?
Yeah, Carly Morgenthau. Yeah, because she was a gender swap in the comics. That character was Carl Morgenthau, and
okay.
Not that means anything, but that's just what they did. Because like Carl Morgenthau was like the leader of the Flag Smashers in the comics, but they were completely different than this. I liked the general idea behind the Flag Smasher group. They just didn't execute it well. Like I thought like having this group of people who, wanted things to kind of remain the way they were, like Thanos did nothing wrong kind of thing. Like I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
They just didn't execute it well, and it made sense, because like at the end when Sam has that like
his wee speech,
yeah, like it all makes sense because you're like, oh yeah, that is kind of fucked up. Like ever since all these people came back, like everyone who is left here, like literally did get like forced out of homes, and like like when you really look at it, like 3 billion people just poofing back, that would cause some disruption.
Yeah,
So
man, I would loved it. Could you imagine everyone like in people in airplanes and helicopters? They come back and they just fall out of the sky,
yeah,
all distracted. I'd love to see all that stuff. It'd just be
supposedly
chaos.
Kevin Feige did say, like, because people asked him about that very thing. They said his reasoning behind that was that, like, well, if you were on a plane, you would just be like safely in the plane, like wherever it is. You wouldn't be like 40,000 feet in the
Oh,
air
okay.
and fall down to your death, because which doesn't make sense. Like realistically speaking, you should just be right back where you were.
Yeah.
But I guess you could, technically speaking, you could do this. You could say that when Hulk snapped everybody back, he subconsciously thought, like, bring everybody back safely.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Because, like, when you're wearing that gauntlet, whatever you will is what happens. You got to imagine, even if, like, he didn't think it, it probably would just happen anyway, because it's not like he would want, like, people just, like, falling 40,000 feet to their death and, like, be a problem. You'd end up with like, yeah, 3 billion people are back, but like 1 billion are dead, like, just
Yeah,
right
just
away. That'd be funny though. That's what was kind of a cool thing to see in WandaVision when
the snap there.
yeah, when what's her name woke up, Monica Rambeau woke up like from the snap in the hospital, and it was like, well, because we haven't really seen that happen, so it was cool to
Yeah.
actually see that, because there's been a lot of people who said like they'd like to see like a show about like that. Like them coming
Yeah.
back, like, and just like what happened there. I don't really think it'd
It
be
was,
all that interesting in the end, but it'd be cool to see some stuff.
yeah. It was amazing how good that show was, man. I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to that Loki. It looks pretty good.
Dude,
Pretty promising.
yeah, for sure. Loki
Especially Owen
became
Wilson.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, I love Owen Wilson, dude. Dude, there was a thing, speaking of Owen Wilson, there was a thing I saw where someone, he says like wow or whoa or whatever the hell. Which one is it? Like wow, he says a lot in like every
Wow.
movie. Yeah, wow. Someone looked up like all the like the average um like words like in a movie or like on a script, and
Times
then
he says
like
it.
so they found out how many times he said it, and like based on how much his net worth is, like how much he has made by saying the word wow. Like it was obviously just an estimate, but it was still pretty funny, and it was like, he's made like $2 million just by saying wow, or like, and it was like, that's funny as fuck. um
I
but
saw some
yeah,
good theories as well. People talking about Loki. Obviously saying there's going to be like all these. See how like the titles change, like different fonts all the time.
yeah.
There's going to be different multiple Lokis.
Yeah, I've been hearing some people thinking that too, theorizing that. I don't know, because in that in the most recent trailer, they like one of the people referred to, like, they were talking to Owen Wilson, I think. One of the Time
Mm.
Variance Authority people said like something about this Loki variant.
Yeah, Loki variant. Yeah.
So like it does seem to be following just the whole, at least my mind was always that like they're just gonna kind of stick to like, well, this Loki technically shouldn't exist, and I don't know what, and that was just gonna be what they're doing, like, something with that, because he only is where he is right now because he took the Tesseract, and that's what
Correct.
they've
Yeah.
shown, so I don't know
It's
why
going to
there
be
would
an odd
be,
one.
yeah, I don't know why there'd be the multiple Lokis thing, though. That's what I don't know, because if they're
Isn't it?
going with that thing, I don't know
Yeah.
where they're going with the unless he's
It's
time
the original.
traveling, like,
Well, yeah. I mean, like you say, yeah. If he's the original Loki and he shouldn't exist, I mean, what they're going to do at the end of it? They're going to have to like get rid of him.
right. I mean, that's the thing too, they've actually said we'd talked about this on one of our shows before, where the writer of this show just did some like off the cuff interview. Well, he did an interview, then kind of off the cuff said like, I'm working on season 2, like writing it. So like
Oh,
just
really?
a, yeah, like he just kind of said it off the cuff. Like, so I don't know if it's like something that's been 100% confirmed by like Kevin Feige, like is actually gonna do it. But apparently, the guy who wrote the first season is working on writing a second season.
Uh-huh.
So there could be more. But who knows? It'd be a good way to keep Loki, like Tom Hiddleston, around as Loki,
so, yeah.
because I mean he's dead in the true continuity, quote unquote. I still wouldn't doubt though that he just pops up in like Thor 4 though.
Yeah, man.
Just because they have such good chemistry and like why would you not? You might as well. But that Loki show, ever since the first trailer, like Winter Soldier is one of my favorite MCU characters. So
Right, okay.
I always like I don't really care for him like in the comics or anything all that much, but just like Sebastian Stan and like in the movies, he's one of my favorite characters. Like what they've done with him, I always really like, and he's really good in the role. So Falcon Winter Soldier started off when they announced all these MCU shows. That was like my most anticipated show.
Yeah.
But then they dropped that first Loki trailer, and the Loki show became my most anticipated show. Like it just kind of blew me away because I had no idea what they were going to be doing with that show, and then when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Well, dude, that looks awesome!" Like, and when
Yeah.
the Falcon Winter Soldier trailer, because they dropped the first trailer for both of those shows on the same day at that like Disney press conference thing, the shareholder meeting, and the Falcon Winter Soldier one, I was just like, okay, like whatever. Like it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, that trailer, yeah. It was
Yeah.
bad.
And like I don't know. And the show was kind of like that to some degree. It's just
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I liked the show. I'm glad we have the show instead of not having the show. Like in the end, I feel like Sam and Bucky are better off as characters, having like seen and had all that stuff happen for them. Because it would have
Yeah.
been really weird just to go into like imagine not having Falcon and Winter Soldier and either A, Captain America 4 comes out and it's just Sam as Captain America, and that's just it. Like we didn't get any of the show. Or which I think this would be I don't know if that would be worse or like Avengers 5 comes out and Sam's just Captain America.
Well,
Like
they
that's it.
didn't announce a second series, did they? They're only
No.
doing the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got see I found it quite hard to follow her as well, was Peggy Carter's daughter.
Yeah.
At the end there
Sharon.
being, kind of Sharon Carter, yeah, kind of leading to be like the new kind of villain and stuff. So I'm guessing she's probably the main antagonist in the new Captain America, I would imagine.
Well, people are thinking too, and this makes sense that she's actually gonna be showing back up as like maybe not the main villain, but a villain in
Right.
the Armor Wars show, the War Machine one.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it kind of would make sense with War Machine was in the first episode of this, and then now Sharon got her job back in the States. So she even said like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
that's a
access
good
to all
point.
this technology and blah blah, and like War Machine
Yeah,
works
they've
for the
been rolling
government,
together.
so yeah, that
That's a
would
good
make
point.
sense. But they did have too that at the very end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, the like after all the credits, it changed the logo changed to Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So they still could do another series. Or is this going to be Captain America 4? Or Captain America 4 is this going to be its own thing? Because Captain America 4 it is happening, supposedly. So I don't know if it's going to be like a Chris Evans Captain America 4, or if it's just going to be Sam and because they've said for Captain America 4 that the people who wrote Falcon Winter Soldier are supposedly writing this Captain America 4 movie. So if
Oh, is
that's
that
the
so?
case,
Interesting,
yeah, it would make sense that it'd be a Sam centric movie, but I don't know. Have to wait and see.
I'm still waiting for an Adam to appear.
Which one?
Adam. At the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, they tease him a little
Oh
bit.
yeah. Adam Warlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I wouldn't even be surprised if he doesn't even show up.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh,
Yeah.
really? You don't think?
I don't know.
See,
I just don't know.
I thought he was going to be involved with the Infinity storyline, and then
You would
obviously
think.
from the comics, obviously he's a big
Right.
thing in the comics with them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I was like curious, like I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't do anything with him. I don't see James Gunn not doing something with him, just because like he teased him. But
Yeah.
I could also see James Gunn just being like, "Yeah, that's all you're getting."
Well, I tell you what. Talk about James Gunn. Did you what are you thinking about this new Suicide Squad?
I think it looks really good.
Yeah, the trailers. You got like them.
Yeah, I thought they were good. But it's James Gunn too, so I have a little bit more faith in it too.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't have faith in like Air, but the guy who did the first Suicide Squad movie, like he's a good director. Like he made that Fury movie, and like that
Yeah, that
movie
Fury
was
was
really good.
incredible.
Yeah. So like, yeah, they were just I don't know, poor choices with characters in that movie. Like he's even come out and said that like he should
Yeah,
have just had Joker be the main villain of that movie and not done anything else. And it's like, yeah, you
yeah,
should have. That would have been a good movie, like for sure.
I would have loved to see all that cut footage of Joker and stuff to see what they did.
I know, yeah. Because they did shoot it like supposedly like even Air and Jared Leto have said like, yeah, I shot a lot more than what was in that movie. Like,
Yeah, I think that's why Jared Leto was so pissed.
I can't blame him, especially when it comes out too, and like it's just not even good.
From it as well.
Yeah, yeah. Like everybody hates his like iteration of it, and he's an Oscar-winning actor, so it's like he's definitely a good actor. Like I give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I just don't think he was. Actors can only really do what they're told to do, you know.
So much of what they're given, yeah.
Like so, it's like in the end of the day, it's everything really falls on the director. Like Jared Leto, like he may have thought a lot of the stuff was cool and it all could have been his idea, but it's the director's job to say, "Nah, don't do that. You know, we're gonna do this." Like, then do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
I wonder a good. I was kind of I hope they would do is for a big as a big baddie like as Thanos was Galactic. I
Oh
think
yeah, Galactus.
he'd be really cool. Galactus, yeah. Sorry, yeah. If they interpreted him into the movies,
I'm sure they will now with Fantastic Four coming out.
oh yeah, you
It'll
did.
be a
Yeah,
while.
they announced that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if they'll go right into
Yeah,
him, but because Galactus is kind of a tricky one to do. Yeah, this this is just giant. He's a giant spaceman, you know what I mean? Like it could be kind of tricky, but I don't. If anybody could do it, it would be Marvel because they've done a good job with like off the wall shit. So I could totally see it happening. I don't see why you would bring in. They would have to do it. I don't know. In my opinion, with Fantastic Four, yeah, I mean you have Doctor Doom, Galactus, or Silver Surfer. Like those are like your three main things to do. Everything else is kind of arbitrary, in my opinion.
yeah. No, I agree with you there. I think Silver Surfer. I'm kind of guessing.
Yeah, so if like I don't know what the it might kind of behoove them to not do any of those things though, just because they were done already in those like really bad Fox versions of the Fantastic Four movies. So maybe they probably shouldn't do it. Maybe you should do something else first. But I mean, Doctor Doom is like one of the best villains ever made, and he hasn't been good on the movies yet. Like,
Yeah.
they really squandered that. It's a shame because he's like,
a pretty cool figure as well.
oh yeah, he'd be an awesome figure. Like, he'd be an awesome figure for sure.
See, I'm debating with villains wise, Mysterio. I mean, he looks really good.
Dude, that Mysterio looks awesome. Like, I don't even collect MCU figures, and like, I've actually thought about buying him a couple times just because I thought it looks cool.
Oh, really? Right, okay, you don't have any.
No, I love the MCU. I just don't have any of the figures. I don't know why. It's just not ones. I think honestly at this point too, since like I just started actually getting the hot toys like this year,
Right, yeah.
and they're kind of daunting. There's a lot of them, and I know if like there's too many MCU ones. As I want them all, and
That's the thing, isn't it?
yeah, and there's some I can't get because they're older, at this point, so they don't even make them. They're just hard to find. There's just too many of them. Not that like honestly, picking Star Wars wasn't any fucking better. There's a million of those ones too, but
yeah, that's a good point.
like this, I don't know. The Star Wars is I don't know. I grew up with Star Wars, so it felt more. I don't know, more it felt more right to just get the Star Wars ones.
Yeah, I mean, you've got room there as well to make it into a bit of a smaller group as well. When it comes
Yeah.
to the Star Wars stuff,
You know,
like
honestly
you say, if
too.
you've got the Clone Wars.
Yeah, exactly. That's why that was one of the main things. Like, I can get Star Wars stuff, and then the Clone Wars things kind of limits it a little bit. But it also, if I want to, I can like easily expand off of it. Like, just like I said, like Bo-Katan, for instance, she's coming out in like the Mandalorian line, but she was in Clone Wars too, so I can deviate and like it all still fits. No matter what, it all fits. Like I got a Vader. He was technically in Rebels, and it is still Anakin, so it's like it all fits. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you
So,
can mix and match.
it's all Star Wars. Yeah, they're all cool. That's the thing with the Star Wars figures too. I just think most of the time they just I don't know. It might just be me in my own head, but I feel like they look better a lot of the times than a lot of the other figures.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying it. I picked up the you talking about Sideshow earlier on. I got the obviously because that Luke Skywalker is so expensive at
Mhm.
the moment. I got the Sideshow version, and I managed to get one of the hot toys, like kind of lightsabers, to use with that figure. Because the Sideshow one was pretty bad quality wise with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
But no, it's a really good looking figure. That robe as well, really good quality robe. It's really good looking figure beside Mando.
You got the Sideshow Return of the Jedi Luke?
Yeah, yeah, with the robe, yeah.
Oh yeah. You
And
said it
I
looks good?
managed. Yeah, it looks really good actually. Yeah, it just obviously the head sculpt is a little bit in comparison, the paintwork and all, but we put that hood over it, so you don't really tell too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's the one thing
But
Sideshow doesn't do as well is the head
it's the head
sculpts for
sculpts,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. But I mean everything else they normally do pretty good. Like normally they're like there's body paint application and all that stuff normally looks pretty good and
Hmm.
bodies are all right. Like 'cause I have their much older Mace Windu figure and Kadi figure. And they're actually pretty decent. The head sculpts suck, and these are like older bodies. Like these are like figures from like 2003 and 2008.
Oh, right, cool. Well.
So they have like very weird bodies in them. But like even from them being back then, the actual outfit they're wearing looks pretty good. And then the head sculpt
Still
for
holds up, yeah.
the since Kadi is like the Conehead Jedi guy, so
Yeah.
like that head sculpt actually looks good because it's like an alien thing. They did a really good job with it. Like it's not trying to capture the likeness of like a real human being. So like that surprisingly looks good, even like sitting on a shelf with Hot Toys. Like it looks fine.
I'll
Like,
have to check that out.
and yeah, I got it from like a local just retailer around here. It was only like $100, so I was like, well, I'll get it. And then the Mace Windu, like I figured I got it for $100 as well. And the head sculpt's not terrible on it, but I mean, it's not as good as like a Hot Toys one.
Yeah, that's surprising. I'm surprised they never made a Mace Windu as well.
Yeah, and that was the thing. I was like, I don't, I didn't want to spend like $250 for Mace Windu. So like I could get
Yeah.
this one for 100 and call it a day. And it's like I got one at least. He fits in my theme and like I have because I would want one, but at the same time, like even though he's cool and like I love Mace Windu, he's like kind of niche. Like he doesn't really do a whole lot, and he's kind of like generic looking wise. He's just a dude. Like they're all just dudes in robes for the most part. Like I mean, it's just not one that like I would want the Mace Windu more than I would want like unnamed Clone Trooper number 2.
Right. Yeah.
But if I had to get like Anakin or Mace Windu or like Palpatine or there's just a lot that I would get before Mace Windu for whatever reason. So
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
getting like a third party one or an older one like for a third the price is like perfectly fine with me.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Makes sense.
Because then I can just allocate the money elsewhere. get an Anakin or something when it comes out. That's the main thing I'm like really upset about missing out on is Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones, Yoda, Dooku, and then Palpatine. Palpatine
Yoda's a
with the
funny one, man.
chair.
Yeah, the chair. Yeah, Yoda's a
Yeah.
funny one, man, because you see obviously the size comparison of the figure, but yet the price tag is still like it's way up there.
Yeah, it's like
You s-
$180, yeah. So it's
I
probably
don't-
like 300 or how many pounds that'd be for you? You'd be like 90 pounds?
pounds more, yeah. So, but over, yeah, I'm seeing it go for about £300 over here. 330 people are selling it for.
Jesus.
So in dollars, you're probably looking around about
That'd be like $600. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. Because he retailed on Sideshow for I think like $180. So I imagine it would have been around 80, 90 pounds.
Yeah, that's why I just couldn't justify paying that for that kind of size of.
Yeah, he's like 3 inches tall. Huh.
You just feel like I paid all this for this.
Yeah, it really would be kind of. It'd be different if he came with some stuff. Like there were some. There's actually surprisingly some older Sideshow Yodas around the same year as like 2003 2008 period where like that Mace Windu and Kadi that I have came out, and they actually come with like 2 different chairs he can sit in. Like he came with like in the Jedi Council room in the prequels, there was like one that he sat on that was like really high up in the air, then one he sat on that was on the ground, and it came with both of them. Like
Cool.
so it was like, oh, well, this one comes with like 2 chairs and like came with more stuff, so you're getting like a little tiny figure, but he still comes with things. Like the Hot Toys Yoda for like, $200 was like just a little 3-inch figure. Like
Yeah.
it's got a good paint job, but I mean it's just a 3-inch figure. Huh?
I mean, Count Dooku's another one as well. It's going up way up as well.
Yeah. It's kind of upsetting because it's a really good figure, but he also is like he's kind of a boring one too. Though he doesn't come with a lot of stuff. He just looks really good.
Yeah, well, I think with that Grievous coming out, I think he's going to be a sought after one to pair up with him. I think.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing is he was already selling for pretty much double retail like a month after he came out.
Yeah.
So like once Grievous comes back out, he's not gonna go down in price, put it that way. It's gonna be a shame. Oh. I'll tell you what though, man, I'm probably gonna hop off here and actually go get some food.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same, man. I'm just seeing it's 4 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah, it's forward for you. Do you work like second shift or something, or first shift?
Well, I'm not. Luckily, I'm not working tomorrow till 1 o'clock. I'm doing the back shift.
Oh,
so it's not
okay.
too bad.
Well, yeah, you got enough time to sleep then. Yeah, I couldn't imagine if it was like I work like first shift, so if it was 4 o'clock in the morning for me right now, I would just stay awake. Like, I'd
Oh,
be
really?
oh yeah, I'd be way too tired. If I tried to get 2 hours of sleep, I'd be dead the next day. I either wouldn't wake up or like I would rather just be like because if I don't have sleep, like because I'd done this like not too long ago. Actually, for whatever reason I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning doing something, like doing God knows what. I don't even remember what the hell I was doing. But I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna stay awake. It's like there's no point in me sleeping. I literally have to wake up in 2.5 hours. So
Yeah,
I
like
wasn't
4 hours
tired all
is
day. I was just like I almost felt like I felt kind of crazy. Like I felt like I had been up for over 24 hours, Like
I mean, even like 5 and 6 hours sleeps, I still struggle with that.
yeah, I'm good with 5 or 6. That's all I ever get any day, 5 or 6.
Really? Yeah, man, it's tough that one.
Yeah, because I normally go to bed around 2 o'clock, and then I'll wake up at like 6:30 or 7. Go by my day, maybe 8. Like, just depends. I've been waking up around 6:30 or 7 like this past week, but I have been going to bed a little bit earlier. I've been going to bed around like 1:30, so I'm still getting like
Yeah,
six hours of sleep or something. But yeah,
oh, fair enough.
still not a lot. But yeah, you should come back on. We'll try to at some point in time try to do this at a better hour for you too. Like have a stream where you can come on and not be up till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I quite enjoy it. It's, speaking about figures and stuff like that, obviously my partner, she hates anything to do with figures. So when you get a new figure through the door, she's like, "What's that?"
Oh yes, my wife's the same way. Like, yeah, she could care less. Like, yeah. But luckily, like my wife, at least like she's bought me quite a few of the ones that I have. Like she bought me my Death Trooper. She got me that Han Solo and Carbonite.
Oh, that looked cool, by the way. That looks
It's actually surprisingly good. Like I like it. Like those for me, like they're my favorite. I think I said it in the review. Like those are the best ones for, like to get as gifts because like just like Clone Trooper number 2, unnamed guy. Like I want unnamed Clone Trooper number 2, but I don't want to spend $250 on it.
Yeah, no,
So,
true.
Yeah. Like same with that. It's like I'd rather just have a regular Han Solo, but that thing's cool as hell. Like just by itself, like it's great. Like I'm super glad I have it. I would want to buy Han Solo normal first, you know? So, yeah, it's perfect.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it's
You
been
have to
good.
show me as well one time as well your kind of proper collection photos and that.
Dude, I'm going to at some point, like I said, I was telling you earlier, I have 2 DTOFs I haven't built yet. It's because 'cause I'm waiting like, I built a custom, like, bench to stand my, like, 3 DTOFs I have right now, like, on this
Oh yeah,
bench.
yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Um, but I didn't for this other area I'm putting it in, I don't need this. I built this one specifically to hold 3 DTOFs. So, like, because a lot of times people will buy, like, these Besta units to put the DTOFs on to elevate them.
Yeah, the IKEA ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so this section I'm going in, I only have room for 2, so I'm just trying to buy a 2-tier Besta because that's all I need. I don't feel like building another custom bench for it because I don't need it. I can just buy the Besta and just use the Besta, but the Bestas here are out of stock, and they've been out of stock for, like, 3 months now. So,
Right. Okay.
I have, like I'm kind of out of room in the 3 DTOFs I have, and then I have the 4th DTOF is still holding all my some Dragon Ball stuff, and then I have these 2 that I'm just waiting to get fucking Bestas for. So, right now, though, I don't actually have, like, I have, like I have, like, 6 or 7 things, like, that aren't gonna be some aren't even coming out till next year, some of them are coming at the end of the year. So, I just kinda preemptively bought these 2, and then, like, once I get all this stuff set up, though, long story short, I was gonna do, like, a tour video because, like, I got, like, lighting and stuff I'm gonna put in 'em, like, I just did, like, I got those V channels, those aluminum V channels, and I hung those
All
on,
right. Yeah.
yeah, on the just one. I did a test run with that on just hanging them above, but I'm thinking about actually running them up and down the both sides of the
Right.
DTOF.
Okay.
So, like, we completely wrap around, and each shelf would have 2, like,
Mhm.
V channel lights beaming in on everything, so it would just be, like, much brighter, and you'll get, like, 100% coverage from top to bottom of each shelf as opposed to just the one light kinda beaming downward.
Yeah. Well,
So,
details seem to be one of the best options in terms for doing any lighting.
yeah. I mean, especially if you have a lot of them close to each other because they're all glass, so, like, if you have good enough lighting, it kinda disperses through it all.
Yeah. See,
So,
I've only got shelves, jack, and bookcases myself. That's kind of what I went for, and trying to do any lighting for that, pretty impossible unless you do a bit of DIY.
yeah. Well, that's unfortunately when it comes to it's pretty much all you gotta like, with these V channels, like, they don't unfortunately don't make them like, to size for these. There's, like, a couple there's, like, this place called, like, Luke Light who, like, does make like, they'll custom fit these, like, the V channel things and stuff for DTOF specifically. So, like, you can
Mm.
buy, like, the whole kit from them, but they've been out of stock on theirs forever, so I just bought all the stuff myself, so I have to cut all the, aluminum V channels to size and put them up, and, like, it's all DIY for the DTOF, so it's like, can't even get the stuff I need for it, like, because I
It's
need
funny,
to
isn't it, man? How all the
uh
stuff's just gone out of stock. Like you can't get any details over here just now as well.
Oh, yeah, it took me a good 3 or 4 months just to pick up the 3 I got, like, up right now on the bench, and then, like, just, like, a month or 2 ago, I went ahead and picked up these other 2 just because they were in stock, like, I don't even need them right now, but I know I'm going
Just
to
getting
need
it
them.
preemptively, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, "Fuck, dude," like and then I'm
Just get it.
still waiting for the Bestas to come in stock because, like, I'm actually tempted just to go ahead and build another custom bench just because I could go pick up wood and do that. Like,
Mhm.
it's not like it was all that complicated to do it. I kinda wanted to use the Besta on here. And plus, I did already buy stuff for it. Like, I bought legs to for these Bestas to make them be, like, a little bit taller. So, like, I
Okay.
have all
That's
these
good.
legs for the Bestas, so, like, I'm like, "Well, I just kinda want the Bestas at this point because I already spent money on this shit." Like
Yeah, you'd be fair enough just waiting for it actually.
yeah, and I imagine it just has to do with, like, COVID and stuff, like, because I mean, they're
Yeah, probably.
Sweden, so I don't know if, like, they're just not buying as much stuff from, like, their they're not buying, but not it's getting held up in shipping in some capacity, I guess, like, they're not ordering as much from their distribution centers or something, I don't know. Maybe their
Yeah,
production is
I
just
guess.
halted, I have no idea.
Yeah, it could be the same thing over here, really, as well. Obviously, with the UK leaving the Europe, just all these extra fees coming in for import fees. So
Yeah.
Lots of people getting,
Yeah, I can
it's gonna be
imagine.
killer.
And it's a bit of a
That's why
pain in the ass, but
customs,
it's first world problems, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
Can't get my shelves for my expensive toys, damn it.
That's my fear as well, because I recently just got a wee pet cat as well, and the fear now as well if I don't get a glass cabinet or something like that, just coming home one day from work or something like that, and you see a figure on the floor.
Yeah. I saw someone post a picture in one of these groups where I don't know if like it got too hot, but they had a DTOF and it was like in the picture, it's like in the corner of their room in front of like a
Yeah, I
big
saw it when, yeah,
window, and it just
yeah.
shattered on them.
That was in England as well, actually.
Was it?
And it's not even hot, yeah.
So
I think
weird.
it was like in terms of like a lot of people's terms say the pressure of
Yeah.
when they've at the top of the glass where they've turned the knobs
Yeah, they made it too tight.
too tight, kind of like
Yeah. You can see them like kind of bow, like if you do it. But sometimes I'll tell you what, I've had on one of the sets of 3 I just bought in there, all of my shelves, like the individual shelves for it, they're all warped. So like
Oh
it's a
really?
slight warp, but like they'll sit kind of like wobbly. And then one of the doors is completely like warped as well. It still closes a little bit, but it sticks out. Like so
Right, yeah.
it's
So
not a completely flush close. And then like I have weather stripping going around them for dust proofing. So like with that dust proofing stuff in there, I have to literally like pull out to the side wall just to open up the damn door because of how it's bowed out. Like it hits it and like I'm worried as hell like if I just forget to do that one day, it's just gonna fucking snap because it puts a it's there's resistance. Like when I
yeah,
try to open
so,
it up, it's not good. It's I don't feel like trying to get like I've had stuff like this happen before with IKEA, and like they'll give you a new one. Like, but I'd have to take them the old one probably because they probably wouldn't believe me that it was actually bent. But
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
bit of a hassle as well.
yeah, it's just, and plus I don't even know if they could do it right now because they're out of stock on like so much stuff. Like I wouldn't be surprised if people were just getting like spare parts from them because like I had like a couch from there, one of the legs broke, and I didn't have to take them the broken leg. They just gave me one from customer service because they have like a bunch of extra parts from like building all the stuff in their displays. So they just
Yeah,
actually
so it's just
keep like a shit ton of them back there, so you can just go and like ask for stuff, and if they have it, they'll give it to you. At least from my
okay.
experience.
Yeah,
But
no, that's fair enough.
yeah, it
That's
is
kind
what
of
it is.
been what my kind of experience like with a Sideshow recently. You say one little thing about it, and then next thing you know, you got a part going through. That's why Sideshow is pretty good with that, the customer service stuff.
Yeah, they my LED lightsaber arm for Vader didn't work out of the box. And then
Send you a new one.
yeah, they sent me a new one and I got a $25 coupon code for my recent Star Wars order.
Nice.
Quote unquote. Yeah, I was like, I'll take it. Thanks. It was just like I didn't buy anything. Oh yeah. They sent me that Vader arm. Cool. I got $25 for that and a new arm. That's nice. I don't know if they
I could
caught
probably
that,
sell
but
the other one.
yeah,
I
that's
mean
true.
that it probably is gonna sound quite mad, but obviously because of the quality of that Sideshow Luke Skywalker like lightsaber and stuff was pretty bad. I wanted to get like the Hot Toys version of the lightsaber and the glove and the blade. And I saw selling the light up arm just on its own with the lightsaber as well and the blade. And he sold it for like I ended up doing a deal with him for like 70 quid.
Oh yeah.
And obviously it's probably like what $100 or something to you. It seems like a lot just for this little bit, but it's what can you do?
Yeah, the that is one thing with like the Connie and the Mace Windu figure I have from Sideshow. The lightsabers, they don't do those very well either. Uh,
Mm,
Like they work, but they're
mhm.
not as good as like the Hot Toys one. Like
Yeah, just when you put up against another figure, you just go.
yeah, and they're definitely serviceable, but there are better ones out there for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Like surprisingly, these ones with Grievous actually look like they might be a little bit of better quality.
yeah. I was looking at them as well. Actually, yeah, it's kind of the first thing I kind of looked at as well.
Yeah, those have to see. I was really happy that thing's actually coming like next month too, supposedly. So
That's what they should do, isn't it, man? You get all your hopes up, you see all these figures come out, and then you got another year or two to to wait for it. You just want it now, really.
yeah, I mean that's what kind of ended up happening with Batman and Superman. I think like the Snyder Cut came out, they announced that 2-pack, and then I pre-ordered it, but then it's a year and a half away, but then like I had the itch for a Batman and Superman figure. Like, so then I ended
Well,
up buying those from you, and then bought a Superman from someone else, and like there it
Was
is.
it the Justice League one you went for? Was it for the Superman?
Yeah, the Justice League Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you noticed as well on this black suited Superman, it's the BVS suit they're using instead of
Oh,
the
is
Justice
it?
League suit. Yeah, so it's got the wider symbol,
Oh, good.
S symbol.
Nice. 'Cause that was the one thing that I almost bought the third party Superman from what do they call it? Like the Transcendent.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, I almost got that just because the S is better on that one. Like it's more the correct size, and on the Justice League the Hot Toys one, it's just a little bit too small, but the body is like perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, if they I never noticed that, but if it's they're using like a BVS body or some new one that just makes the S the better, the more correct size, we'll say. That's
And
good.
see as well, yeah, definitely. Yeah. See, in terms of like the Nightmare Batman, obviously you get all the swappable mouth plates. You could probably take one of those and swap it onto the BVS Batman to obviously updated face. Looks a bit more detail and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because they have the same like head sculpt.
Yeah, like when you compare that old BBS Batman one that you just got and compare it to the tactical one, when you look at the mouth plates, the difference is like night and day.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. When I think too with that, at least with the Justice League cowl, there's more of like a V shape on the mouth plate, and then the
Yeah,
BVS
but it
one's like
doesn't really fit.
straight,
Yeah,
so it doesn't really fit. Yeah,
yeah,
but the
it's a pain.
Nightmare one's like the same
Same
cowl.
color,
So
yeah. So you can
yeah,
just swap it over.
yeah, it should. Not a bad idea. I did order two third party custom coats for that Nightmare Batman.
Oh, you did. You did. I did the same as well. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
You
got
see all
both of
these
them.
quotes pop up and just grab them.
Yeah. I was what I want to make sure I have the best ones. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I'll just get both of them then. Like, fuck. So I guess I'll have 3 total. So let's go with what's in the end. I was like, you know what? If I have both of these, then I'll have like 2 I could go through and still keep the original one in the box. And like, if I ever sold it for whatever reason, it'd be pristine. Like, no intention to ever sell it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Oh, man. Right, man. I think I might head off this now because again, it's like 4:30 now.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's good to have you on. Good to talk to you in person. Well,
Appreciate
over
it.
voice, yeah.
Yeah. I'll maybe one day as well look at my camera sorted up as well.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man, it was good
Nice.
talking to you. We'll have you back on sometime soon. Sometime soon, like I said, we'll try to get on an earlier time for you too.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. You can just give me a message now.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Okay, dude.
All right, later.
All right, man. I just need to try and figure out how to get out of this thing.
At the bottom
there we
left,
go.
the little X
I see
there.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
disconnect. Yeah.
I sound really old, man. Right, cheers.
See you, man. All right. That was for everybody watching, man. That was Dion. I got the BVS Batman that you've seen me with the little nice custom cape on it. I guess I was gonna say you can thank Dion for that, but I mean realistically, I could thank Dion for that because I got it from him. So I got the cape, you guys don't. So it is what it is. But guys, thanks for watching. As always, do not forget every Monday our show, Honest and Uneducated, comes out. You can submit topics and questions to us by emailing us at honestanduneducated@gmail.com. That's honestanduneducated@gmail.com. Every Wednesday, we got the collectible reviews. They go up. I think the most recent one, which one was it? It was the Han Solo and Carbonite. So that's up there. You can go check that out on the channel now. And then what was one before that? Wasn't I think the Punisher War Machine might have been before that. Both those reviews are up on the channel. That's every Wednesday. And then every Friday, we do the streams, just like this one right here. We do this. So coming out with us every Friday when we do this, like and subscribe, share the video, all that stuff. I'm going to go get some food. But as always, thanks for watching and take care.